So that it should be a really big test. Osasuna haven't lost here so far this season. We'll see you very shortly for more action.
Thank you very much, Pablo Walls, and enjoy your first experience there. 5 changes in the lineup for Barca today. Let us know on the live chat. Do you like the lineup? Rate it from 1 to 10. 10 the highest score, 1 the lowest. You know. But Seagull, nice to see you back together on this couch.
5 changes on the pitch, 3 changes if you count Pablo as well.
Ah, yeah.
On the show,
Happening here. It's clearly a rotation.
I'm either the Jules Koundé or the Robert Lewandowski.
You are definitely the Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah.
How are we doing?
Great. Looking forward to this one. Happy to be back. I'm not sure what this guy's doing back here. Not really.
Well, he may come into action later on. The headless mannequin is also. He might also make an appearance in today's show. Irati Vidal, long time no see.
Yeah, so happy to be here again, and so happy this team is just boosting in La Liga, doing really great. I think big things are coming ahead this year, and nice to see also the many youngsters there.
Right. Keep those ratings coming from 1 to 10. Give us your thoughts on today's lineup. Lots of changes. We saw Hansy Flick introduce some at La Ceramica against Villarreal. Some of the young players, Sergio Dominguez, Pablo Torre, Gerard Martin. We got a taste of that. Went quite well. Hansy Flick said, "Oh, let's do it again."
Yeah, I like the idea of rotations because that answers a lot of the questions that I had about what was going to happen on Tuesday at Montjuic against Young Boys. Clearly, that's a game that Hansy sees as one that there's no messing around. A lot of people were wondering, will he make rotations then? Maybe rest some guys. I don't think so. I think he's, for that game, headed for 3 points. And for this one, I think he has confidence in these young players to play a tough La Liga game on the road.
Robil says 6.5. Infinity Lover says 7 out of 10. Antoine says we need Yamal starting, but mixed opinions on the live chat because Chris Goff says happy to see Lamine rest, and we knew
I'm
that
on
it was
that
going to happen
side.
one day.
I'm on that side. I was like, he's so good. So I was starting to get scared. Like he cannot play everything. He's just 17. He comes from playing everything in the Euro Cup. This season was playing everything. So I was hoping maybe the other day against Getafe, I thought he might rest. It is today. And I think he also needed. I mean, he's human. And I don't want Lamine to be never injured because he's just so good.
And he got kicked about a bit against Villarreal towards the end of that game, and also in the matchup against Getafe. Min Hitet says we need Yamal and Casado. Nurkans is playing with Barca B. Well, I mean, you need depth in squad. Bayo King says, please give us Ansu Fati, maybe in the second half. Preza says, why are they doing these changes? Well, I mean, we've got 8 players out injured. Hansi Flick needs to share out the minutes. There was a game last Wednesday, there's a game next Tuesday, so you need to give these players some sort of rest. I would like to ask the live chat and you guys, who you think the key player will be in tonight's game in this changed up lineup. Option 1, Lewandowski. He needs to score in a stadium in which he found the net last season. Pedri, the creator, or Iñaki Peña. Second start for him, clean sheet the other day.
Yeah, you know, I don't think it's right that we put 2 of the regulars on there to be.
A colaboração é a chave para o sucesso da equipe. Com o ClickUp, você pode gerenciar facilmente as tarefas e cronogramas de sua equipe em um aplicativo, usando o nosso recurso gráfico de Gantt. Você pode mapear as tarefas da sua equipe e definir
enough to have to be the key, but Pablo Torre, Ferran, Pau Victor, 1 or 2 of these players are going to get opportunities, chances to make a key play, and hopefully that turns them into the key player.
I was thinking on Pablo Torre because I really like the minutes he had this season, but if I have to choose one of those, it's of course Robert Lewandowski. He's on a strike. This season he has started really, really well, and he will be the dad pushing these kids today in El Sadar. So I think the Polish striker can be the key player.
I am going to go with Pedri. I think we need his creative arts in midfield to unlock a game against a feisty Osuna side. We'll go over their lineup in just a second. They have not lost at home yet. So I think we're going to need the best out of Pedri today. We're going to need the best out of all of the players. One question before we go and hear what Hansy Flick had to say to Pablo. Jan Vangaloo says, what color shirts are they wearing today? Well, we're wearing the third kit. First time that we're going to see that third kit on our players in an official game. So looking forward to that as well. Right. Pablo Wolves talked to Hansy Flick just a minute ago, so let's go and listen to what he had to say.
Well, here we are at Pamplona, ahead of the game away to Osasuna in La Liga with Barca's coach, Mr. Flick. How are you this evening?
Good, very good, thank you.
First of all, difficult place to come, of course, Pamplona, Osasuna away. Can you start by telling us a bit about what you're expecting from the opponent today?
No, they scored 10 points from 11, so you can see how the quality is at home. I think also the supporters they give them the strength also. So today, but also for us, for the players, are really good to have a good stadium, to have also a good atmosphere. This is where you can show your quality.
Can you talk us through the lineup today? I think there's 5 changes in total that you've made. Is that a case of so many games in quick succession, a case of needing to freshen up the legs?
Yes, we have also 2 more matches before the break, and today so we take care about the players because they had a lot of minutes, Ini, but also Rafa and Lamin. So that we took care about this, and yeah, we changed. Hopefully it works.
Against Getafe was more of a game where they sat deep, was a low block to try and break down. I'm not sure maybe what you're expecting from this game today, if you think it will be a bit more open and whether your lineup is to try and combat what you think Osasuna can bring.
No, they make it really good. So also they have good footballers in the team, and yeah, it's always the same. You have to defend as a unit, so close the spaces, don't give them the spaces, and you have to press the opponent with the ball. It's always looks simple, but what I can say also, the match against Getafe, the team make it really great. So it was not easy, this match, but we defend well, and also in the halftime we said them how they should play, and they did it, and this is really good to see.
Mr. Flick, thank you very much there. The words there of Barca coach Hansy Flick before taking on Osasuna here away at Pamplona. We'll be with you shortly.
Thank you very much, Pablo. Wolves, a question here from the live chat. Daniel Graham saying, is Yamal injured? No, just resting. He might come on in the second half. Just not in the lineup. He was going to rest sometime. You heard there Hansy Flick saying that Lamin, Rafinha, players like that needed some rest as well, because there are still 2 games before the international break. Right, let's go over the lineup of our opponent today. Osasuna, a team that haven't lost at home, with Vicente Moreno, their coach. Sergio Herrera is in goal for them, with Arezo, Catena, Boyomo and Juan Cruz at the back. Turro, Ibanez and Aymar Oroz in midfield. Up front, it's Rubén Garcia, Brian Zaragoza, who scored 2 goals against us last season with Granada, and Budimir. Let's thoughts.
On Osasuna's lineup, I think this is a team that seems somewhat revitalized, and a lot of people, myself included, thought they might drop off a little bit because Jacobo Arrasate was excellent. He's gone to Mallorca. Mallorca are having a fantastic start to their season, and Vicente Moreno, their manager, last year couldn't get a win with Almeria and was fired 7 games into the season. I'm surprised to see them play this well, and part of the reason why is because Brian Zaragoza has been a threat, and they have a generally solid core that have played together for a long time. It's a tough team.
Yeah, I think not many changes has changed in Osasuna in terms of player, and that's something that brings them to the position they are. They have changed things in terms of the way they play if you compare it to the Jacobo Arrasate Osasuna, but they are always strong at El Sadar. They have always been, and this season in particular, because they have not lost here. And I think the strength of those strikers they have there, because we haven't seen much of Budimir this season yet, but he was amazing last season. So hopefully it's not today the day, but it's a tough team, and I think a tough stadium because they push very hard.
Hopefully today is the day that they pick up their first defeat of the season at home against Barca. Right, El Sadar, a land of, let's say, surprising Barca scorers in the past. And that is the theme of Guess the Player today. A quick round of Guess the Player as the warm-up is ending. Let's get the first one on screen. This is from last season, an easy enough one for you, Spence, because you're not very good at this game.
Oh, we did well last time. Unbelievable.
I can't even remember last time you haven't been on this show for so long.
Jeez.
Right. Bullets flying here. Yes, I know. Who
Catching
might that be,
strays.
Spencer Siegel?
I'm going based on the hair, and I'm gonna say Robert Van Eckhout. Sorry, Jules Koundé.
As you can see on the screens, everyone agrees there that it might be Jules Koundé. Notificações de Futebol, Zayan, Fam, Ayush, Fuji, everyone going Jules Koundé, and it was a fairly easy one. It was last season, we beat them 2-1, and Jules Koundé, off a set piece, scored Barca's first goal. So
That was an easy one. Eh?
Welcome.
that was an easy one for you. But things are going to get complicated now,
Of course, when it comes to me.
because we are going to go to the next one, and this is from the 2019-2020 season. This was a 2-2 draw,
Ooh.
and I am going to give you a clue. Because Hansy Flick scored in that game,
Yeah, I remember that game.
but this is not the Hansy Flick goal. Someone else who scored that day. It's a relatively unlikely score. It is too many goals in his Barca team. He's not a player who's on the squad anymore.
No, Elias Moriba scored in Sadar, but I think it was the following season he scored.
We're not going on the not the answer.
Arthur Melo is playing that time.
Oh.
Is it Arthur Melo?
Oh.
No
Mira,
way.
Mira.
No.
Oh, no, it is.
Is?
It is Artur Melo.
Oh.
Wow.
Well done.
I don't know, the both
She
remember
just
me.
picked that one out of a pile of dirt, came up with it, left us all in the dust.
I don't remember his scoring, but I don't know, the both remember
Laura
the
Gavida
name.
said Arthur on the live chat as well. Right, last one. This is for both of you. See if you can get this one right. This is from 2 seasons ago, or actually, as a matter of fact, 3 seasons ago. It's the 21-22 season.
It is someone
It's a
that's
2-1
playing
win.
today in the lineup?
Nope. This player is in La Liga now, but not playing for Barca.
I vaguely remember that game, that 2-2, right? Was it 2-2?
2-1, I believe.
It's playing in La Liga.
Pedri seems like the obvious silhouette choice.
I don't think you can, but
3 years ago.
player who's not on Barca and who's in La Liga, and we're going to have to have an answer quickly because we're going to go straight to Pablo.
Ilias Akumar. I don't know.
No.
I'm not sure.
Give me your
I give
answer.
up.
Give me your answer.
Aleña. Carles Pérez?
The answer is incorrect on all sides. Can we get the right answer? Abde!
Ah.
Abde was the correct answer. Rohit got it right there. We had some Dests, we had some Gabbies. AJ7 got Abde as well. We got some Mingueza as well.
That's
Right.
a good guess.
There we go. Lamine Yamal warming up. He is not in the lineup today. Lamine Yamal is not in the lineup. He's getting some rest in the beginning. Might see him in the second half. Rafinha is not in the lineup either. Pablo Wolves is at El Sadar, and we'll talk to him in just a second. He'll take us through the pre-game quiz as soon as he's available. Let us know. Ansu Fati on our screens. He will start from the bench as well. Today we're looking forward to seeing Ansu. There we go. Pablo Wolves getting ready in front of the screen. Pablo,
Yeah, baby, take those
Yeah.
how's
passes
it
out.
going?
Show
How's
us
it going
that
in El
beautiful
Sadar?
face.
Good to hear from you guys. I forgot, I didn't actually say in my little intro how the trip was. I want to say it's been amazing. I know some people might try and downplay it. For me, this was a really unique experience. I've absolutely loved it. It's so unique. It's just really cool to be next to the players when you've grown up being a Barca fan. But of course, we're here to quiz you guys a little bit in just a moment, I think. But I've really enjoyed the day so far and very excited for the game. Good atmosphere building too.
Right, Pablo, take it away with the quiz.
I think I've been a bit generous to you guys in this quiz. So let's see how you do it. Let's see how the chat do too, because I know that a few of you they struggle a bit with the quiz when down with.
You got the same.
I'm going to give you the quiz here. Start with question number 1 then. It was sort of half in a way. We're going to start with you, Spence, maybe in the guest player just a moment ago. But which Barca player scored his first goal for the club in this ground against Osasuna? Was it Lamine Yamal? Was it Ansu Fati? Or was it Carlos Perez? Spencer.
Why do you say it's so easy?
You're getting the easy ones today.
This is quite easy. This is beginner's level.
Yeah. Minus beginners.
It's
I don't know.
right? Right? I don't remember these things, man.
It is Ansu
Thank
Fati.
you.
I thought they were right. I thought I let you off easily there over well that it was Ansu Fati.
I knew it.
Maybe it was given away a little bit in the guest player. Irati Vidal, we're coming to you next day. We're coming to you next.
I'm ready.
Again, I think when I was writing this up, I thought this might be a bit of a tough one to get, but so many people have been talking about this stat in the build-up to the game. If Barca win today, it would be their 8th consecutive league win to start the season. When was the last time they did it? What season was it? Season 2009 to 10, 2017 to 18, or 2013 to 14?
Can I name the coach instead of the year? I'm so bad with years. It was with Tata Martino.
You gotta give me the year. You can tell it.
It was with
It
Tata.
was.
I'm sure. It's not 17, 18. That's too
Too
short.
late.
It's earlier.
Yeah.
I think 13, 14, because
You can give me a
2010 Spain won the World Cup and it was Guardiola by then at Barca, right? 13, 14.
Correct.
Oh.
Maybe you guys were just letting me off. Maybe you were just slowly getting there. We might have a clean sweep. I don't know if this is the first time we've ever had a clean sweep on the quiz. Robert, I'm coming to you, my friend. I'm coming to you. Last season, the winner here was scored by Robert Lewandowski from the penalty spot. Which minute was that goal scored in? Was it the 81st minute? Was
That's
it the
even
86th
difficult for
minute?
Robert.
Or was it the 90th minute?
I think it was a penalty.
Robert, I know you're a bit of a number.
can you
You're an underrated numbers man too.
Well, more with words than numbers, but now I'm feeling the pressure of
He
making
doesn't
it
know.
out of
He
three.
doesn't know.
You have to come more often, Pablo. This
No.
rarely happens
When
here.
you got like, you go for the middle option always, right? I don't think it was the 90th. I don't think it was
Robert
a late goal,
doesn't
but I
know.
don't think it was the
Robert
90th. I'm going to
doesn't
go
know.
86. I'm going to go 86.
He doesn't know.
Well, we have a clean sweep.
Oh!
Maybe I wonder how the chat did, but maybe I'm letting everyone down by making it too easy for you guys. Maybe I made it too easy. If we come again, we'll make it harder, I promise. But there you go. There's the quiz for you. We've got to leave our position in a moment. We've got a bit more time. So
Sounds noisy there, Pablo.
whether I continue with this theme of it is noisy, Robert. I'll tell you what, before we go with the secret numbers, it is noisy because this, I'm expecting to be a really good atmosphere. In fact, just above me, we've got the Barca away fans, and they've been making a lot of noise in the warm-up too. It should be a really good atmosphere. It's one of those stadiums that becomes a cauldron really when things get going in the game, and we are expecting Osasuna to apply pressure, of course. Haven't lost here so far this season, the side here from the Basque Country, so it should be a real cracker. And well, I can barely hear myself speak here because I think this is going to be a really good atmosphere. Let's try and not get drenched by the sprinkler before we go with the secret numbers. Then, are you ready for them? Are you ready?
Yeah, fully ready. Give them to us, Pablo.
We were debating maybe leaving these for Brau. This is a man that Brau especially loves a secret number and trying to catch everyone out.
I've got some numbers, some stats I think are quite interesting for you guys. We've got the number 14, we've got the number 7, and we've got the number 2. I wonder if maybe off the bat you guys can give me any guesses as to what you think these 3 numbers might correspond to, and then I'll give you a bit of insight.
And I do want to reinforce the message to the fans. These are not 3 options that we're giving. They're secret numbers. You need to figure out what they mean. Because people are always voting like 14. Okay. Okay. I know what 2 is, I think.
I know
because
too.
I was looking at past results and I was surprised to see that in the last 5 seasons, we've scored 2 goals at this stadium every time.
Oh.
We've
And
had
7.
2-1, 2-1, 2-all,
Correct.
2-0, 2-all.
That's crazy. 7 is the 7 wins in a row, right?
Oh, in La Liga for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 40.
Ah, it's not that?
It could be.
It sounded well.
It could be enough. You're spot on. It's actually points won by Robert Lewandowski in La Liga this season, but it could also be the 7 wins in a row. We hope it's 8 today at the end of the proceeding, but 7 points won in La Liga by Lewandowski. Well done on the number 2. Well remembered, guys. But I was doing the same, and I was thinking back through the results. I thought it's always 2 here. Barca unable to score more than 2 goals here. I think that says a lot about how difficult this place is to come to, by the way. And 14, I like this one too, because I think this has been a talking point all season. There were 14 players under the age of 21 or 21 or under in the squad against Getafe. There's the same amount today. So what a young Barca side we've seen this season, and how well have they been doing? Absolutely incredible, isn't it? It's absolutely mad, honestly. Great mental stuff. So when I thought that, I thought, God, I keep counting here, and there's more and more coming as the lights dim on us here. Before kickoff, we'll go in just a moment. I'll end with my porra, my prediction. I'm going to keep on the theme with the 2s. Osasuna 1, Barca 2.
Wow.
I think it's going to be a really tight game.
Wow.
And I'm going to go for Barca 2-1 win. Let's hope we get the 8th win in a row. We're flashing ahead, guys. I gotta go. I'll see you later. Right? Take care.
Dance party.
That's an absolute temazo at the stadium in El Salado. There we go. Right. Look at the atmosphere there at El Salado. Right, guys. How original are we?
I was going to say
With our
1,
score
2.
predictions, I mean, look at that.
But
2-1
you know
all across
what?
the board. Irati's the one.
Very rarely do we actually all, mostly in this case, all agree on the score. So that must mean we're going to be wrong.
I was going to say 1, 2, and in the last moment it changed.
Well, I went with 2-1 because it is the same result we've had in the last 2 seasons, and it is one of our favourite results this season. The first 3 games we won with that result. We haven't won 2-1 in a while, so it feels like an appropriate day for it. I think it's going to be a tough match for Barca. We'll see how it goes. We were surprised at how that lineup did against Villarreal, but obviously it's a very tough team to beat at El Salado.
It is a really tough team, and also about what Pablo was saying, the atmosphere there, even if the team maybe is not the greatest in terms of quality and players, which they have, because I think Brian Zaragoza is amazing, Budimir, and all those players, and also they know each other, but the atmosphere there is always brilliant, and that pushed the team to even perform better.
Keep your predictions coming on the live chat. We'll read some of them out. Keep them positive, and we make it 8 out of 8. I think we can.
I think we can. I think it's going to be a new test in a new kit as we get to take a look at it.
With the new,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Do you like the new kit?
I do. I think the funniest thing about it was just the week that it came out was Wolfsburg retweeting, "What's going on here?"
I thought it looked like the Ter Stegen jersey that he,
Yeah.
or the
Yeah,
the
similar,
keeper's jersey
Yeah.
that you have sometimes. Right, Jude says 3-1. Mohammed says 4-0. 8SN 5-1. Barca. Who else? Elephant Dude says, what a kit. Sophie says 5-2. Mr. Dahal says 7-0. I mean, feels ambitious. Zayan 2-1.
To say the least.
Mohammed 3-1. Carolina says 3-2 Barca. That would be quite the game. And Dalima Singh says 3-1 win for Barca. 3 minutes remaining. until kickoff. The players getting ready to come onto the pitch. Why don't we take one last look at Barca's lineup with Iñaki Peña in goal. Of course, Marc-Andre ter Stegen out injured. Long-term seems for the season. A defensive line with a pair of centre-backs whose average age is 18. Pau Cubarsí and Sergi Dominguez. Jules Koundé on the right and Gerard Martin on the left. We've got Eric and Pedri in midfield. 3 attacking midfielders, Pau Victor, Pablo Torre and Ferran Torres. And up front, it is Robert Lewandowski. I would think, rate that lineup, by the way, from 1 to 10, give us your thoughts. I would think, in the absence of Lamine Yamal, who's a master at taking players on one-on-one, good deliveries, he's got the desborde, as they call it here. I think today what Hansy Flick has in this lineup is a lot of high press. Players who are going to run at the Osasuna defenders, Ferran Torres, Pau Victor, even Pedri, Pablo Torre. We're going to have to do that high press, try and recover quickly and finish with quality once we win the ball back.
Yeah, it's the right call because this Osasuna squad, while they might not be the most potent in attack, they're very clinical. When they get to the final third and they've got an opportunity to take a shot, they know how to finish with quality. Good things happen for them. So you need to attack them before they get there. I think this is, as you just said, the reason why they're going to look to pressure a little bit higher.
Definitely. Well, 1 minute 30 seconds until the start of this game. You know what I like to do, Spence? Before there we go. Maori setting up tricks for me. Putting some tape there underneath the remote control. You know what I like to do?
Tell me.
Before the game starts?
Yeah?
I like to turn on my TV so that I can watch the game.
Well, you better do it.
So why don't we do that? There is that bit of tape for Maori. Well, with 40 seconds remaining, players on the pitch, and yeah, I'm excited. How excited? 1 to 10, how excited are you for this game? I mean, after what we saw on Wednesday against Getafe, I'd like to see some good football today.
I'm really excited also to see Lewandowski and Pau Victor because I think they haven't had much minutes together this season, but on the preseason they understood each other really, really well. We saw really good matches between each other in that USA tour, so I'm really excited to see those two guys in the field together again.
Yeah, they've got good chemistry. And I was watching that game against Getafe in its entirety as well, and I was also eating wings at the same time, so I was really focusing more on the wings for most of it.
I couldn't watch it, but they told me I didn't miss much.
We've got a tweet from the Barca account there on our screens right below me there. This color combination is fire. Fire! Quite liking how it looks on the players. Fire emojis please on the live chat if you like the third kit that we are wearing for the very first time. No one here in the studio is wearing it. I mean, I think we need to try and get our hands on some of those.
The vertical Nike or Nike logo, depending on how you say it, is something.
It's something.
It is something interesting.
It just shocks your mind when you see the
It's
kit.
it's supposed to be a swoosh.
Fire emojis on the live chat because I do like that third kit. It looks good on the players. Let's hope it's not so green that you you can't see the players on the pitch. Right, Osasuna with the first possession of the game. Let me leave my cards here. And Barca recovering the ball there as Juan Cruz gives it away. Let's see how Barca deal with this. The first thing that we can see, because I was wondering about this, is that Sergi Dominguez is playing on the right-hand side of that defensive pairing. Pau Cubarsí on the left, both right-footed players. The veteran there is the younger player.
The veteran Pau Cubarsí.
Here is Iñaki Peña. Important for Iñaki the other day to get the clean sheet.
I think also about all the noise that was outside, that sometimes that noise it just only comes from outside, because I'm pretty sure Hansy Flick and the team trust in Iñaki Peña. He's a great goalkeeper, but I think it was important to start like that and to say, hey, like, I'm Barca goalkeeper, and the first one, it was a clean sheet, and hopefully today too.
And the first conceded goal is going to come at some point because, I mean, this is football, and we're going to play quality teams, but so far, Iñaki Peña has not conceded against the Villarreal or against Getafe. We'll see how he does today. That's Boyomo with the long ball. Aymaroff is chasing, so is Gerard Martin, and that will be a Barca throw-in. Right, Pablo Bulls, how are we doing?
Well, here we are now. We're in our position. Well, first of all, first impressions. What an atmosphere this is. The fans, well, on the other side to me, behind Osasuna's goal, the goal that Barca are attacking to. There's a chance there that Barca got to slip up the offside in the end. But the fans are making loads of noise behind the Osasuna goal right now, not the one that Barca are defending. Immediately I can see Pedri with the armband on. I don't know if you guys have picked up on that yet. He's the captain today, so Pedri captains Barca from the start. We of course know how much of a young side it is, but I suppose that speaks volumes of how far Pedri has come since he's joined the club. But Pedri with the armband on and Barca trying to initiate some early possession.
Pablo, who do you think the first scorer will be?
I'm going Robert Lewandowski. I think as a ball is swung in towards Lewandowski, that would have been perfect. I think I'm going Robert Lewandowski. I think he's going to have to lead this attack really as Osasuna break. I think he's going to have to lead this attack really, lead it really with Pau Victor and Ferran Torres coming in. So I'm going to go for Robert Lewandowski. Open the score against Getafe, open the score against Villarreal. So I'm going for Lewandowski there. Pichichi.
Safe bet. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. I'm asking you. Yeah.
It's the safe play to go Levy, but you know what? I'm gonna stray and I'll go Pau Victor.
I'll mix it up and say Pau Victor as well.
I was going to say Pau Victor. So
Levy
all
assist.
agree. Yeah. Okay, we can from that.
Well, we've got a Pau Victor sombrero.
You've made me look boring.
Right, keep those votes coming. Who do you think will score the first goal in this game? Of course, we don't need any trolls voting, including you.
I see one person RM30 Pro saying why no? Oh, yep. Why no Lamine in the lineup?
I didn't see the face before
because it wasn't there before.
Keep talking.
Well, I also think that Lamine needs to rest because not all of us can rest the way mannequins get to.
Thank you, Spence. Yeah, I know. I see lots of people still asking, where is Lamine Yamal? Lamine Yamal is on the bench. Lamine Yamal is on the bench, Spence.
And the good thing of rotations, like if it goes bad, which we hope not, and I don't think it's going to happen, you can put Rafinha and Lamine in the second half.
Yeah.
Is this like the time when Mauri decided to cut to my dog every time I opened my mouth to make it sound like the dog was talking?
That is exactly what is happening right now. Do you like it, live chat? Do you like the double Spence, double whammy of Spence in the
one is enough, is it not? What one's a good amount? Almost too much to begin with.
Too much Spence?
Now we have two.
Now we have two Spences, and we may have more. Right, 4 minutes 30 seconds. Barca in possession here. Here's Sergio Dominguez. And Koundé, who, by the way, did you hear what Flick had to say about Koundé yesterday?
About how he was...
He'd never seen this as a coach.
It's not about how he was covered in cream or something.
No, not that. No.
That was impressive.
He said, I mean, he always wants to train. He finishes the games and he still wants to practice more. And he takes really good care of his body. He's a great professional. The journalist had actually asked, do you think you should give Koundé some rest because he's played all the minutes? And Hansy Flick went to the journalist, are you going to tell him? Are you going to tell him that he's not playing?
He's the boss there. Like, I love Hansy Flick.
I love how he's adapted to those press conferences.
I think they are not easy, and we have seen it. And I think he's doing great. Also, when he went yesterday with those tweets
with the cough drops, no? Yeah.
For
you
the
saw
journalists.
That? Did you miss that?
No, I missed it. Yeah.
The one of the journalists saw that Hansy was coughing during a press conference one day, so he gave him a cough drop.
Oh yeah, and yesterday he returned it.
And he returned it with 3.
Oh, nice. Well, you return the favour, don't you?
Caballero.
He is an absolute caballero. Barca dominating possession at the moment. Pablo not been able to do much with it in these first 6 minutes.
Pablo is dancing here.
Pablo went to sleep.
We have no Pablo. Oh, here's Ferran Torres through to Pablo Torre. Torre.
Maybe Hansy
Torres
Flick saw
and
Pablo. Torre.
Pablo Wolves Torre.
Pablo Wolves Torre, yes.
Maybe Pablo Wolves is good now.
Do we not have Pablo Wolves with us? Iñaki Peña coming out of the box to clear. Careful, Gerard Martin there almost gave the ball away. And it's a throw in to Osasuna.
This is also, you were just talking about Hansy Flick and the press conferences and stuff. I just wanted to ask a question, legitimate question that I think is worth discussing. When was the last time Barca had a
Who is
manager? One of us. When was the last time Barca had a manager who didn't speak Spanish out of the gate? Because Koeman arrived and he already knew how to speak Spanish because he'd been here for so long.
Rijkaard maybe at the beginning.
Maybe Rijkaard?
Can we get that combination back on the screen, please? That split screen. Live chat, which Spence do you prefer? Which one would you like to see when you hear Spence's voice? The one on the right or the one on the left? Which one's best?
The left
Right
one.
or left? Right or left? Maudi is asking me. No, I'm not.
The left one, it looks happy.
Live chat. Right or left? Which one do you like? Which one do you prefer? Random black star, says the mannequin. They're all saying left, Spence. Right, careful here. Osasuna with a chance. And, Victor sliding in to clear for a corner kick. Right, have we got Pablo with us or not? Can Pablo hear us?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. First corner kick, Pablo, for Osasuna.
I'm back. I'm not sure what happened to the connection earlier. Yeah, first corner kick for Osasuna. I was just saying beforehand that it felt like Barca had actually set the pattern of play really and dominating possession and trying to pin Osasuna in. But this is their the first chance really for a set piece, which we know they're strong from. So I won't spoil it, and I'll leave you to it briefly.
Right, yeah. Osasuna with the corner kick from the right-hand side incoming. Cleared away by the Barca defence, but it falls to an Osasuna player. And that will be another corner kick. It was Brian Zaragoza. Edic went in for the block. So need to be careful here, Osasuna. One of those teams that are always dangerous at the set piece. Swung in by Ibanez, 9 minutes played. So far, not too eventful, the game. Low cross incoming, intercepted there by Pedri. Pedri with a little nutmeg and the clearance. It will be a throw-in to Barca. What is the key to today's game? Is it overcoming the Osasuna press? Are they going to try and press high with Sergio Dominguez, with Cubarsí, with Gerard Martin there at the back? Set pieces, as we just saw Barca defend. Koundé scored one last season in a game with maybe few chances to take advantage of those set pieces. Or shoot them outside the box. We saw how important that is, or that was, against Villarreal, the couple of goals.
Yeah, I think it's the first one, because once you get over that pressure, I think these young kids can run, and they run fast, and you can reach the goal of Sergio Herrera easily. So I think it's the main key. But I would say also shot from outside, because Osasuna is that kind of team that defends in bloque bajo, as we say here in Spain. And it's important to open that box, and the only way to do it is with shots from outside.
This is tough, because I tend to agree. I gotta think it's number one, because this is a team that, again, we've said it a couple of times, play so well together, that this Barca team, who haven't really played together at this level, at this stage, have to be careful, because one mistake, which they've just almost turned the ball over again. It's tough to get out of the back today.
Mr. Nugget says, yo, I'm up at 5 in the morning to watch this game.
Nuggy!
Congratulations to Mr. Nugget for that commitment. Who else is up in the early hours of the morning to watch this game? Let us know in the live chat. Raise your hand if you are watching this game in another country, if it's the early hours of the morning and you're up. Let us know what time it is as well and what country. And there was another comment here I wanted to read out. Let's see if I can find it. It was somewhere here. Oh yeah, Sebastian Brome saying, "I'm feeling like a cheeky Kunde header goal." I like that concept. Cheeky Kunde header goal.
It would be cheeky.
It would be very cheeky. Not as cheeky as if Begidi Stein had scored in his day. Because his name was... Well, his name was Aitor, but we knew him as Cheeky Begidi.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, you
See?
didn't know.
You didn't know?
I'm learning. This is why I'm here.
There you go.
Speaking of learning, that was what I wanted to ask you. You said Rijkaard was
Yeah.
the last guy to come in and probably did his interviews in English at the beginning, right?
Yeah, Rijkaard. But Rijkaard knew Italian from his time at AC Milan, so I think he came in straight. So probably the last one was Van Gaal.
So my question was, how long did it take those managers to start speaking in Spanish at the press conferences? Because Hansy is utilizing the fact that he doesn't know Spanish to
As a shield.
Yeah.
exactly to help him. With
And
Careful
I
here,
think-
careful here. The through ball to Ferran Torres, who couldn't get there. And Sergio Herrera came out,
It was a good one.
Yeah.
saved Osasuna. That was a very good pass through to Ferran Torres, who might be the surprise player today. I'm hoping it's Kobe.
I'm hoping too, because we have already seen a great version of Pablo Torre lately, and I hope it's not Sergio Dominguez because he's a defender, and that might be that we're defending more than attacking.
I'm still with Pavik. Key player, surprise player, however you want to describe it.
First scorer,
First scorer,
hero.
Second scorer.
he just needs a chance or two. That Barca aren't going to have a ton of chances today, I don't think.
Pablo, are you liking what you're seeing from Barca at the moment?
Yeah, I think Barca are slowly going into the game. That ball through that we just saw a moment ago to Ferran was probably the best Barca have created, but it's always going to be a fight, this one. I think Spencer said it there. I don't think there's going to be a lot of goals. You wouldn't expect so, although Barca have surprised the odds this season away from it. Villarreal, I said the same, and look how that ended, but Girona, the same. We've just had a message from the announcers here at the game, because out of the mosaic that was at the start of the game, the fans of Osasuna have started throwing paper airplanes onto the pitch. So we've had a
So is Robert.
Fernandez, the referees had to go over,
was me.
speak to the Osasuna delegate and tell them to stop. We also had an announcement in the stadium. So if you're wondering what that pause in the game was a few moments ago, then that was the reason for that. But look, so far nearly at the 15-minute mark, coming up to minute 14. Pretty much as you'd expect so far, I think, from Barca. No real clear-cut chances. The brilliant piece of play from Pedri. And they keep throwing the mosaics onto the pitch, by the way, the pieces of paper. But the brilliant piece of play by Pedri through to Ferran was probably Barca's best action so far.
By the way, can we get the camera back a minute? Because we're seeing at the moment a lot of... careful here, because Barca are giving the ball away. And a back pass falls to Budimir. The shot by Budimir goes wide.
That was.
I saw it inside.
Can I have the Autónoma, please? We're seeing a lot of vamos of the Osasuna players to their fans,
Rile up the
like
fans.
to rile up the fans, like vamos. Like Herrera when he came out to intercept Juan Cruz as well in the sliding tackle in front of who was it, Ferran Torres or Koundé just before. We're seeing a lot of that, a lot of Osasuna players like energetically trying to rile up the fans.
Maybe you have to do that with our fans.
Okay, let's try and do it. Vamos, vamos! Come on, Barca fans. Need a bit of energy.
Let's go! Get into it! Come on!
Vamos!
What emoji do we need for that? We need energy.
Like-
We need some fire. Fire in the live chat. Fire emojis in the live chat, please. Need to get all heated up. In this game. Fire emojis on the live chat. I do not see them.
I just see Lamine Yamal heart.
That's
I mean,
fire.
Lamine Yamal is
It's
fire.
a fire. Yeah.
Lamine Yamal is fire.
Different type of fire. There's one.
There you go.
There's-
There you go.
there
There
we
you go. More fire.
Count on Carolina to get the job done.
So, where's Alia? Antonio Bambini. There you
Wow.
go. There you go. Need to light up a fire in this team at the moment.
Dynamite.
Hey.
I see that.
Right, 16th minute. Juan Cruz with the throw-in. So with the clearance, and this could be an
It's
important
now?
one. Pablo Torre back to Iñaki Peña.
They're doing a
Yeah.
decent job of trying to control the game thus
Yep.
far.
I think that's the most important thing, and also because there's players that they are not used to play together, because we have seen youngsters, but these ones are not that used as the youngsters we normally see.
Free kick in the middle of the pitch. Robert Lewandowski got taken down there by Boyomo, who has scored this season in La Liga.
He looks like a more than decent defender. Was at Valladolid, he was their most important defender, and then he got signed by Osasuna at that transfer deadline, and then Barca scored 7 against Valladolid after he left.
Now is the time, guys. Now is the time. Now is the hour. It's not Olmo time because he's not on the pitch. Now is the time for you to let me know how you are liking this game. Are you liking it so far? Not a lot has happened. Not a lot to talk about, but Osasuna have just scored. This is clearly a jinx. We're not going to do this anymore. We're not going to do this anymore because Osasuna have scored. That was a bad idea.
What were you going for there?
We were trying to do like, have you ever watched The Office? When
Yeah.
like the talking heads section. We can try and get something going there, but it was Maudi's idea, and it coincided with the Osasuna goal. So Maudi, we're not doing this anymore. Oh dear. Budimir has scored, right?
Yeah,
And Zaragoza with the cross.
it is the classic Osasuna goal.
And Budimir with the header. Getting in ahead of, just ahead of Cubarsí. Nothing that Iñaki Peña could do there. And Barca have given away a goal in the 18th minute.
It's so
Well,
hard to win in this
yeah.
league.
It is, and it's very early in this game.
Yeah.
And we have seen this team be resilient.
Yeah.
Fight back and come back.
We have seen, and that's the best, but like, it's so early, minute 18. Like if we would have scored now, we wouldn't have it controlled. They are not going to have it under control. There's a long way to go.
Do Osasuna get complacent with this goal, or do they get energized?
Well, the like what happened at Vallecas, you're going to have less of an opportunity as time continues to tick, because they're going to be looking towards the end of the game and utilizing some of the dark arts that have been thrown about.
Well, Pablo, what was the reaction to that initial Osasuna goal? As Sergio Dominguez is going to have to run back.
Yeah, well, initially, I mean, first of all, the roar from the crowd here was immense. They're still well up for this one, and obviously, as you can imagine, after that cross from Brandt, I think you said it, it'd have to be a very Osasuna goal. Budimir getting in between the two centre-backs to stoop it in. Immediately from the Barca players, I saw Eddie Garcia waving his arms, encouraging the team to build up and go again. As you said, Barca have come back from behind before in La Liga this season. I remember the game away to Rayo, certainly on that cold Tuesday evening when maybe, you know, another day Barca wouldn't have come back in that game. They did. So there is character, there is fight in this team. There's no doubt about that. It's still very early on, but obviously a tough blow, as there's still more defending to do. But obviously a tough blow to start this one. Barca now need to get through the next 5 minutes or so, and that was very much the message on the pitch from the likes of Eddie Garcia, encouraging the players to keep calm and build again.
20 minutes played, and Barca are down 1-0. Goal scored by Budimir. Let's see how the team react here. There's a view of that goal. Zaragoza managing to get free there to whip the cross in with his right foot, and he connects perfectly with Budimir. It went right over Sergio Dominguez, and Budimir got in ahead of Pau Cubarsí.
I mean, it was difficult to stop that, because I think Brian Zaragoza has one of the best dribbles in La Liga. Like, he's very talented there, and what can you do when a player is talented like that? And the cross, like, they know how to do that. They always cross to find Budimir, and Budimir always gets the header, no matter what.
Another battle between Budimir and Sergi Dominguez.
I think right now is the most important minutes of the game, like to don't lose the head.
And Barca struggling to keep control of the ball at the moment. With the throw into Osuna, and you see the what I was saying before, the Osuna players very motivated, very energized. We saw Juan Cruz a minute ago just going to pick the ball up for a throw in and going, like,
yeah, yeah. This is not going to be an easy comeback.
Midway through the first half, or almost midway through. Careful here, another chance for Osasuna. And Gerard Martin protected. He boots it up in the air. And let's see if Barca can run out, but that ball is too long. Catena will pick it up.
We have to pressure there.
Try and put Sergio Herrera under pressure here. Let's see. Herrera. Ball out. Barca need to try and calm the game down, keep possession.
Offside.
An offside call.
We knew Iñaki Peña was probably going to give up the goal at some point, as we had mentioned earlier.
Not much that he could have done there.
No, that was all Budimir.
Also because it goes down to bounce, and I think that's the most difficult thing for a goalkeeper.
Yeah, from very close range. Right, that pass through to Ferran Torres. First touch wasn't good.
I mean, if he would have saved that, we would have been talking about an
exactly.
amazing save and a miracle.
And here is Brian Zaragoza trying to get away from Koundé. Pablo, has there been any reaction from the Barca bench that you have seen? We're not hearing from Pablo.
That means there was no reaction.
No reaction from
Maybe
Pablo?
no reaction from the Barca bench, no reaction from Pablo. Or maybe there was a reaction from the Barca bench, but not. Let's see what if we can solve the issue.
I mean,
Pablo.
If you can hear.
There you go.
There he is.
I can hear you
again
now. I can hear you now.
Perfect. I was just saying there was a reaction from Hansy Flick. We just saw he's been signaling to his players, encouraging them more since the goal. He stepped off the bench. We just saw Osasuna attempt to build an attack down Barcelona's right-hand side, and Hansy Flick there was encouraging Koundé to get in at Brian Zaragoza. So we have seen him now. He's just pondering around his touchline. Hasn't spoken too much with his assistant as of yet, but he's just watching on and trying to encourage his players back into this game. As you said, it's an important next 5 minutes really for Barca. So the atmosphere, this place is literally bouncing. The whole of the stand behind Osasuna's goal is on their feet and bouncing. So, Barca have got to calm things down, get some possession, start creating chances. And Hansy Flick is doing his best to encourage the players up until now.
Spence, I think it might be the adequate moment to get up, go over to the bar behind the podcast table, and maybe try and have our little good luck charm.
We need
change
a little,
this game.
We need a little hat help, is what you're saying.
I am saying that.
All right.
Or will just the mention of the hat be enough now?
Up I go.
Here we go.
Which of these bad boys are we going after today? I know.
I think I'm feeling like today it's don't mess around. Go with what's worked.
Yeah.
Straight for the red.
Straight for the red, I'd say.
Even though we're at El Sadar.
Was that the right red one though?
They're both good. Both reds are qualified professionals.
Right, go with the one on your left hand, and then if we need the real one,
it's less Osuna that's red.
yeah. But we might need the real red one, the real good luck charm, later on.
Game on, baby. Let's go.
There you go. Well, Barca have the ball here, although Lewandowski's pass is
Who
behind.
wore this hat before me? And who's got a giant head?
That might be me. But I didn't wear that one. Oh, careful here. Iñaki Peña came out of the box. Although it's offside. Offside, Pablo.
Big hit.
Barca get away with that one. A few long balls up from Osasuna. We're still, I'm hoping you can hear me, we're still just waiting for Barca. I think the front three really above all to click up front. There's not many spaces as expected in the Osasuna defence, but up until now, from what I can see it down here at pitch side, there's maybe a few frustrations from the likes of Lewandowski and Ferran Torres, who are quite tricky at the moment. Of course, it is a changed front three, so the sooner those players get accustomed to each other and start linking up, the better for Barcelona, because there aren't going to be many spaces today. They will have to be precise. As of now, there hasn't quite been that precision in the game.
We're not seeing those connections at the moment. We're not seeing those link-ups up front. Barca look uncomfortable on the ball. There's always an Osasuna player ready to go and back into them as soon as they come into contact with them.
Yeah, I think we all knew that with this lineup and these changes, you're expecting an adjustment period for chemistry purposes.
Yeah, because even though they are youngsters, they probably not all of them have played together in La Masia either. Like you can see those individual connections some player has, but not in global. So it's normal what we are seeing. And today is one of those days that probably Hansy Flick would have expected that cooling break.
Careful here. Zaragoza 1-on-1 with Iñaki Peña. He gets around him, and it's Osasuna's second. And once again, Brian Zaragoza gets it done against Barca. It's 2-0. 2-0 Osasuna. Barca got caught out in space. Not working. And Brian Zaragoza scored 2 against Barca with Granada last season. Today,
Is that a foul?
I don't think it'll be given as a foul.
Is it? Is the question.
We saw it was in here in El Sadar last year. Or no, it was against Villarreal, like a similar.
Oh, what a bad bounce too! It came right back to him. First shot, I think Peña's. Oh no, never mind. Never mind.
No.
He just ball rolled it like he was playing FIFA. Woo!
No, that is a quality finish from Brian Zaragoza.
Oh, wow.
And Barca in trouble right now. Barca in trouble. Yeah, we have not been in this situation yet this season.
No.
Pablo.
Bar?
The players are speaking. The players are speaking. The players are speaking to the referee. We'll have to wait and see if there is a video review here. We'll see Pedri. It was Paul Victor who was down on the floor, adamant it was a foul. Referee has said he got the ball. Goal has been given here, I can tell you. So it will stand. It is 2-0.
Yeah.
Barca players looking perplexed after the second one went in. A brilliant goal from Blanco. A great individual skill. We were really close to it here, the way he rolled it past Iñaki Peña, but it's all to do for Barca now. They've struggled really with Osasuna, how quick they've come up the blocks really in this one, and Barca, well, all the players circling around the referee after that goal, but they really need a reaction in the last 15 minutes of this half.
Well, we are going to need a reaction. I think we all agree that there's not enough contact there for a foul, for a free kick to be called.
Yeah.
At the most important right now, I think it's just to keep control of those 15 minutes left, and I think rotations are over after.
Yeah, this might be a quick trigger for some of the usuals to come back on and give us 45 minutes. Yeah, absolutely. Gotta make sure that you don't concede a third goal.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. We're half an hour into the game. It's been all Osasuna at the moment. Careful, because Aymar Oroz is inside the box.
Clear.
Aymar with the shot.
No.
And he was offside there. Also need something here from someone.
Yeah, the main problem is like we're not having control of the ball. Like Barca hasn't had like long possession in the whole game. It's Osasuna controlling the tempo, the ball, the opportunities and everything. Like despite of that long ball to Ferran Torres, we haven't seen our strikers either.
Yeah, I don't think Levy's touched the ball in Barca's attacking half yet.
But because we have not the control of the midfield.
No, not at all. I wouldn't be surprised seeing how things are going. If Hansy Flick makes some substitutions at halftime. Will Barca score before halftime? Well, there's no option there that says I hope so. The team has given me no indication right now that they will. I'm going to hope for a 1. I'm going to hope for a 1, at least make it 2-1 for halftime. I feel like that would be
I'm going to hope also for that, and I think the team is screaming to Paukas a lot.
That's interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing Casador.
I wouldn't mind seeing Casador. Wouldn't mind seeing Lamine. Wouldn't mind seeing Rafinha.
Yeah,
I mean, you need the goals, but I think the main thing is to control and.
Yeah, Lamine and Rafinha aren't gonna fix this because Ferran and Pau Victor and Lewandowski haven't touched the ball. So it's got to be something to get the ball to those players up front.
Here we go, Pedri trying to break free, but
there's no fault.
No. Interception there. Now Barca could win it back. Who's on the right flank? Onde.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving and try to keep the possession. Here's Pablo Torre. Martin unable to keep control of the ball.
There you go.
No?
There you go.
Get in the middle.
There's an opportunity here for Pau Victor on the left. Pau Victor trying to break free. Just possessed by the Osasuna defence, and now here's a chance for Vladimir to run, chased by Sergio Dominguez. Vladimir doing well to protect the ball there. Will recover.
Well, I'm liking the reaction of the team.
Yeah, they've woken up a little bit.
Yeah.
They got to stay locked in, and this ball has to keep moving. Because as soon as it gets stagnant, you're taking 2 or 3 touches, thinking too much. The Osasuna's closing it down.
I remember this was 2 seasons ago. That game was super complicated. Lewandowski got sent off.
Yep.
And Piqué also afterwards.
Well,
in the
Piqué at
locker
halftime,
room,
yeah.
No,
it was 1-0 at half. No,
that
but
was here in Sadat.
Piqué got sent off at halftime without even playing. Careful here. The chance for Osasuna, it was offside. The referee says play on. No, Piqué got sent off, but he was on the bench, and it was after the Almeria game, his last game that he ever played for Barca. He got called into the squad, although everyone was fairly certain he wasn't going to play. He just it was one of those times when Koundé, Araujo, everyone was out injured, so he was needed in the squad list to make it a total of 18 players.
That's right. And he got sent off.
And then he got sent off for chatting to
our friend Human.
To our friend Human. But in the second half of that game, we were 1-0 down, 1 man down, and
Rafinha
came back. Pedri scored, Rafinha scored.
The infamous nose game.
The infamous nose game.
I think we were here. Maybe.
Well, yeah, we probably were. We probably were. 10 minutes remaining in the second half.
This, as soon as you make the first one, then you see yourself there. It's just to get to there, or at least to survive and then get and concede a third one. But I think the reaction we are seeing, it's good. Like, there's nothing else you can lose when you're already losing.
I appreciate your efforts, Direto, to try to stay positive.
That's true.
No, we do.
Like,
we do need to stay
that
positive.
Can
This team has
happen
earned our
is that you
trust.
lose. You're already losing, so.
This team has earned it. We are trying to.
I thought it was Hansy
move
Flick
forward.
running.
No, it was Moreno.
No?
Yes. What we don't have to do is to enter to this game with the referee. I don't think we will.
Yeah, exactly. Not get frustrated, start complaining to the referee. 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Why don't we try and cheer ourselves up? Why don't we try and give support to our team with some Blaugrana hearts, some blue and red hearts, guys, on the
or
live
super
chat.
Green.
We need some support.
Well, that's what we don't
Barca
have.
love.
We don't have a green cap. But
We
the
don't
fact
have a green
the
cap.
fact that we're Blaugrana and Grana is somewhat occupied today at El Sadar in a sense. I think Blau is the way. I'm gonna go get a blue hat.
Okay. Do it. And in the meantime, live chat. Do the live chat with hearts.
What do you think?
I can't
The
see it
light
at the moment.
one.
Light blue.
This one.
Yes.
Done. Let's go.
Also having a bit more of the ball now.
Hang on.
Have you filled the live chat with Blue and Red Hearts? I am going to do that right now.
Okay.
Red Hearts. Support for our team, for Barca. I know those trolls there on the live chat must be enjoying this.
Well, they haven't had really much in the,
No, they
first portion of the season, so they've been waiting for this moment.
By the way, why be negative?
Mhm.
I don't get why you would support a team and then be all negative every like. This is the first time we've been 2-0 down this season. This is a team that we've enjoyed seeing play. Why don't, instead of being negative, why don't we just support the guys, support the players?
Good spell of possession.
Good spot for Osuna. Pablo Torre dropping back to make himself available. Long ball to Koundé. Koundé trying to get it inside.
Good idea. That's it.
Koundé again. Looking to protect the ball. The battle with Juan Cruz. And
that's a
that
foul
will
and a
be
half.
A free kick in Barca's favour, right, Pablo?
He just
Yeah,
rugby
the
tackled
referee
him.
is saying him to leave the ball, and he doesn't leave it.
Yeah, it's a throw-in. Oh, it's a corner, in fact.
Oh,
I think it's been given as a
no free kick.
Free
kick.
corner. I'm very far away from where it is. It's a free kick just on that side. It's essentially in by the corner flags. Oh no, it is a throw-in. It is a throw-in. It is a
Okay.
throw-in. Koundé
Okay.
the ball is a throw-in.
Confusing
I thought
times.
the linesman had signalled for. I thought they'd signalled for a. It is. The ball went up and then it went down. That was the best Barca have done so far. Though they built it slowly. They're building it again here. That's not going to come to anything from Eric Garcia. But it was better from Barca. A bit more slower possession. They built up nicely, and Koundé got into a really good area for the pullback. But it's the breakaways that are hurting at the moment. But it feels like the game has finally calmed down a little bit for Barca.
We have a chance here. Gerard Martin running forward. Inside ball to Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres! First touch was too long. Ooh, foul on Eric.
There you go.
That's it.
That'll work.
We're back.
And will there be
That'll work.
a,
I like the blue. The blue's happening. The blue's helping.
The blue's helping, yeah. Blue hat is helping. Let's give it some more
We have
energy
to
with
put
some...
a blue hat to the other stand for your matching.
You know, I don't affiliate myself with the other Spencer.
No, we're friends.
We chat sometimes on WhatsApp, but that's about it.
Like one is the other one.
What? Yeah, it's like we're like the evil twin and the good one. I'm not gonna tell you which one I am.
Right, set piece opportunity for Barca here.
A little too far out to have a go, no?
Bit too far to have a go. I think Pablo Torre will try to swing it in. Let's see what Barca.
It's just very central.
How far away is the wall right now? And then when you've got one on the edge of the box, it's too close. Incoming cross by Pablo Torre. The ball floating up in the air, and it's the corner kick.
Oh.
Vamos.
Okay. All
Right.
right.
Their goal now.
Okay. We
Right.
did say that set pieces might be important.
Yeah.
Set pieces might be important. Corner kick to Barca. Incoming cross. Can someone get there? The clearance by the Osasuna defense. Throw in Barca. We're struggling here to create a chance.
What is this? What are we doing here?
You're matching energies.
Well, we got you with a hat on, so we needed the mannequin Spence with a hat on as well. Is it going to work? Is it going to work?
He's wearing the kids' hat, so he's the kid and you're the adult.
I thought the mannequin was sort of like Spider-Man and Peter Parker, that you couldn't find, both of them in the same place.
No,
Same
he's
time.
the opposite. He's the opposite.
He follows me around
Like the shadow.
relentlessly, endlessly.
Right, Pablo, 5 minutes remaining in this first half. What do Barca need?
Well, I think I'll tell you what would be absolutely fantastic would be a goal before the interval. I know that's looked unlikely with how things have come, but I think if Barca can get one now, that would really shake things up. It's been a really tough first half, obviously, but still so much time to go. We've seen it plenty of times with Barca in terms of comebacks. I'd even say if we go in at 2-0 down, the start of the second half, if you get a goal within those first 10-15 minutes, then you're going to be in a really good position to go on and make the comeback. And we know Barca are good at those in the second half. So that's, I think, what we will have to hold out for now. Of course, don't concede the third before the break. And, well, what I will say is that is a strong bench that Hansy Flick has got to pick from. I think it's clear that we're missing a lot of players here through injury, but the bench is strong. So I think I'm looking at the bench too, and I wonder whether Hansy Flick will move the deck at half-time.
What I'm seeing is the Barca players kind of rushing things. We just saw like a deep pass by Pablo Torre that no one made a run for. And I know it's normal, but Barca need to keep their cool when they have the ball.
I think it's normal because they feel they're playing better, and they feel it right now is the moment because the clock is kicking to the halftime and they're losing 2-0. And sometimes that brings you to that rush. And also the fact that...
Trying to
get out of there.
Who can clear this?
Out.
Pedri.
Let's run.
Planned by Pedri. Kunde.
There you go.
Inside pass. Let's see. Lewandowski's making a run. He's got Boyomo in front of him. Can Lewandowski create something? He's got two defenders on top of him. And Barca will have to slow down, play behind Kunde, but that's fine.
Well done.
It's fine. It's fine. Nice little switch over to Gerard Martin on the left. I cannot see. Incoming cross too long. Can Kunde pick it up? Here's Kunde.
Oh,
Kunde couldn't get past, but it's a corner kick. Corner kick.
Okay, come on.
Vamos.
Ideal time for a goal.
Go.
Right. Let's see. It's magic.
I will take a concussion if it means we come back.
Can we? Oh, look at.
Hey. Don't throw papers in front of Pedri.
Incoming cross, the header.
Aye.
Soft into the hands of Sergio Herrera. Now Barca need to run back.
I feel it's coming. Like I feel the team has done a turn and they are playing way better in this end of the first half.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's better than what we had seen in the first half an hour, definitely. But we're yet to see Barca create any kind of threat.
It's not something that hasn't happened before in football. I come back from a
well, yeah.
Is it that
I don't think we need the barcode. I do not think we need the barcode. Right. 1 minute remaining. Pablo, a couple of minutes maybe added on. Oh, careful. Juan Cruz with a deep run. Juan Cruz inside the box.
Oh, goodness me.
The volley there, right over the Yakupinos.
It's wide. It's just wide, yeah. Another good attack from Osasuna, who have built really well down their left-hand side. We'll get the added on time in 20 seconds. I can see the fourth officials down there with the board. Another poor giveaway from Barca leading up to that attack. Hansy Flick came straight off his bench and was telling his players to calm down, to hold possession. Osasuna everywhere at the moment. They could be in again here.
That's a
Here's Aymar Oroz. Offside, Zaragoza.
Well, it's offside. It's offside.
Hey, and that's a yellow card to take.
It's offside, and any minute now we should have the.
That's a yellow card.
We should have the additional minutes.
Well, it's a yellow card.
Two additional minutes to end the half.
2 additional minutes. Okay, thank you, Pablo. Great, just the one chance for half time. I don't think we had a first half without any shots on target so far this season.
Oh, really?
Unless they counted that last one as a shot on target.
The one already.
Ball by Pedri. Juan Cruz heads it out for a corner kick. Come on.
If it's a corner kick, then I'm going to the side to take it.
Okay.
but maybe that side because
See how it goes in reverse. So I need to go the other way.
here.
Pedri's going to swing it in. And coming across by Pedri at the near post. Woo!
Almost.
Very sneaky there.
You see?
Who
Now
was
you
it?
have
It was
to turn
Kubarsi,
it.
right?
I see. But was it another corner?
Yeah, I think I had to play it. No, I think it's a throw in.
But
It was Paul Victor at the near post. He managed to hit it back, but no one made the run forward to connect with that. Arsenal in possession here. Have the last chance this first half.
cross.
Incoming cross, the header by
Oh,
Coudet.
Ah.
Sergio Herrera with some trouble
Well, there's
there
your shot on target.
to save.
Went to the post,
By
right?
Paul Coudet. And the looping header
Yeah.
by Coudet hit the crossbar. Right, half time, Pablo.
Some whistle's just gone. I mean, a huge roar from the Osasuna fans, almost as if it was full time. They know they put in a tremendous first 45 minutes there. But with a lot of work to do, let's see how Hansy Flick brings his team out for the second half. See you shortly.
We just saw another take.
Was that the play?
Yeah. We just saw
Are you
another take
serious?
of the challenge in midfield on Paul Victor before Barca's second
Oh,
goal.
no,
And I am
dude, no,
reconsidering
no
my
way.
position right now.
No way.
I can
So-
see it.
So you remember in Vallecas we had a goal disallowed?
I
Because
do.
Koundé stepped on the tip of the opponent's boot.
Oh my God! Why, man?
It was a fault. on
Why
Barca
do we
Victor.
do this to ourselves? Why do we live through this stuff? This is ridiculous.
Well,
Was that the play?
that was the play.
Oh my God.
Goal should have been disallowed, right?
Oh,
Goal should have been disallowed.
I can't do this anymore.
Anyway,
I don't have the energy.
I don't understand. Barca had a goal disallowed earlier on this season because Koundé, in the attempt to recover the ball, in the aftermath of the action, stepped on the tip of the boot of the Rayo player a few matches ago, match day 3. Paul Victor gets stepped on in the lead up to Osasuna's second goal today. No one takes a look at it. But anyway, it's 2-0 at half-time, and Barca did not play well in this first half. So for me, we always ask you if it's thumbs up or thumbs down. Today, it's obviously a clear thumbs down, but I'm hoping that in the second half, we are going to change it to a thumbs up. Irati,
For
Spence,
me,
quick
it
take.
started really like this, and it's turning, but it's still down. So I hope like we turn it in the second half. I think we have a strong bench. All the times you look at the bench, it's only youngsters. You have Lamine, you have Rafinha, you have Casador. Like we have skills to turn this.
Spence.
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I got nothing. I mean, thumbs down to the referees, man. What is that? No comment. No more comments.
Right, well, since Spence has no more comments, let's take a little break for half-time. Try to gather up some energy and come out with our batteries charged for the second half. I am going to leave you with Pablo Walls, the second version of Pablo Walls that you're going to see today. Quiz time.
Live. Hello to Robert, hello to everyone on the couch today. Hello to all of the coolest watching all around the world this latest Barca game. Again, here we are at halftime to give you a bit of entertainment, get your minds thinking, get your minds moving, and also show you a bit of the content we've got available on Barca One, the new streaming platform for Barca, well, full of Barca content for all of you to enjoy. Today, we're going to show you a new episode of the Next Generation documentary series that is now available to watch exclusively on Barca One, of course, featured the first team. Let's show you then how easy it is to find it. Just go onto the Barca One app. We've got it available here on the glamorous television screen. Of course, I usually just get it up on my phone, of course, to have it on the go. The application, very easy to download. And you come down here, and very soon you can see it's got its own little section now, the Next Generation. If not, if you don't find it there, simply pop down all the way here, and it will be under Barca One's premieres. That's where all of this new sort of content will be in. Very easily, you can click in here, and episode 2 is now available, as is episode 1. So make sure you catch up on the new series available to tune into. You can see Pedri and Ferran. And interestingly enough, some of these two here, are going to be the centre of our halftime quiz today. So let's get out the phone. Of course, what I usually watch these sorts of Barca One premieres on. We've got some quiz questions for you, so get yourselves at the ready, because we're going to be tuning in to the latest halftime quiz here for this game against Osasuna. It's all going to be centred around this episode 2 of The Next Generation. So you're going to have needed to watch it. If you haven't, take a guess at some of these, and I'm sure some of these questions will make you want to watch it even more. Question number 1 then, are you all ready? In episode 2 of The Next Generation, who pushes Pedri into the pool while the players are having a little bit of a mess around in some of their free times? There's a big swimming pool there. Who pushes Pedri in to play a little practical joke on Barca's midfielder during this episode? Is it number 1, Pablo Gavi, number 2, Ferran Torres, or number 3, Pau Cubarsí? So in episode 2 of Barca's Next Generation series available on Barca One, who pushes Pedri into the pool during this episode to play a practical joke on the Spanish midfielder? We've got Pablo Gavi, Ferran Torres, or Pau Cubarsí. Get your answers in the chat right now. I want to see what you guys conjure up for this one. Have a little bit of a think about it. I think if you have a think, you might well be able to get it. Who pushes Pedri into the pool? Because the answer is indeed, final answers coming in now. Number 2, Ferran Torres. Great friend of Pedri, of course. Almost a giveaway having both of them on the screen there for you. So Ferran Torres there, great friends with Pedri. This episode, in fact, does highlight a bit of that friendship. So make sure you go in and tune into it. Practical joke on Pedri there. You don't want to miss it as the players having a mess around. Slightly more somber news, of course. This episode does indeed also show a bit of the background between Pablo Gavi's injury. Of course, how excited are we to see Gavi back on the pitch very, very soon. Nearly a year's passed since that horrible injury he suffered with the Spanish national team. But here we go then. Who goes to console Pablo Gavi whilst he's receiving medical treatment in episode 2? Is it number 1, Fermín López? Is it number 2, Pedri? Or is it number 3, Iñaki Peña? So whilst Pablo Gavi there receiving some of his treatment for his ACL injury, who goes to console him first when we see him on a scene lay on the medical treatment beds? Is it Fermín López, Pedri, or Iñaki Peña? Final answers then getting in the chat right now. Come on, build them up, build them up. Who is it? Who's a great friend of Pablo Gavi in this side? Get those answers in, and I can tell you now that the answer is number 1. It's Fermín López. Of course, we know these guys have a great friendship going back absolute years here, certainly through La Masia too. And it was Fermín López there with a lovely touch going to see and console Pablo Gavi. Those two very close, always stuck to each other, and of course both out injured right now. We can't wait to see them back on the pitch together. Third and final question then surrounding this, the new episode of the Next Generation documentary series. You don't want to miss it on Barca One. During this episode, these two again, Pedri and Ferran Torres. What game can we see them playing together in this episode? Is it number 1? Are they enjoying a bit of fantasy football? Are they challenging each other on their phones? Number 2, is it table football? Of course, that has been something we've seen in this series so far. So is it table football? Or is it number 3, table tennis? Which of these 3 activities are Pedri and Ferran Torres challenging each other in episode number 2? Is it a fantasy football challenge? Is it table football? Or is it table tennis? Final answers coming in the chat now. I think this one could catch you out just a little bit. Get those answers in for me. Pedri and Ferran Torres, great friends in this Barca team. What were they playing in this episode? I can tell you now, the answer is number 3. They were playing table tennis. Of course, we saw table football. That was involving all of the stars of this series. We've seen that in the little promos, but it was indeed table tennis that those two were playing and facing off against each other in. So there you have it there, the halftime quiz for this game away to Osasuna here. And of course, loads of content for you available to watch on Barca One. We're going to be showing you every week some of the new content you can tune into. Don't miss it. We want to see you guys tuning into these episodes, tuning into this content, and then smashing the halftime quizzes here on Barca Live. I'm going to leave you back with the crew at the sofa then, all of the lads and, of course, ladies on the plateau. Until then, though, let's leave you with this halftime promo of episode 2 of The Next Generation. Take a look at this.
Se no no sabía dónde meterme en ese momento porque nunca me había pasado y además siendo tan joven que yo creo que disfrutan más todavía.
Estamos de camino a Porto para un partido muy importante mañana.
Amb el Pedri té molt bona relació i jo crec que això dura per tota la vida.
Esperem avui sumar una nova victòria. Ha quedat un gol a l'Atur!
Si el Barça gana este partido, estarà...
Que precisament necessitaríem a Gavi.
The Next Generation, the docu-series that you can find exclusively on Barca One. Have you watched episodes 1 and 2 yet? They're both available. Episode 3 coming very, very soon. Raise your hand on the live chat if you have seen those first 2 episodes. Have you enjoyed them? What we have not enjoyed is this first half. Probably the worst first half in the Flick era. Good news is we have 45 minutes. We have 5 substitutions. Hansy Flick will be able to have a chat with his players, try to get them energized, try to change things around. What would be the first thing that you would like to see change in this?
It's a good question. I'm not 100% sure on where you go first, because you could make the argument that you were saying get Lamine in there, get Rafinha in there, but then who do you take off? I just think that the front 3 haven't had a ton of opportunities because they haven't been able to receive the ball in the areas that they need to. But you're also making the argument that this half hasn't gone well. You have to remember, okay, he's making rotations, but Barca have 9 players injured. So if you were to make rotations with those players, if even half of them weren't injured, rotations would look differently.
Yeah,
Frankie De Jong, Dani Olmo, those players, they'd be available. Gavi, all of them, Araujo, Christensen, the list goes on. So,
all the haters today are going to say, hey, you can't make these rotations. This looks like Barca Athletic, all that. Hey, where were they when Barca beat Villarreal? And it was a very similar lineup to the one today. I think we need to get the ball to our key players in positions in which they can create chances. Lewandowski, for example, has been on an island, and he's not been able to get on the end of finishing chances.
I see Lamine is getting ready.
Lamine is getting ready. Okay.
Lamine's probably coming in.
I think that's what we need, because I understand your point, and that's why I pointed I was missing Casado in the midfield, because for me the key is that Barca didn't control the midfield, so Osasuna was arriving a lot to the defense, and also the balls were not being bring to Lewandowski, to Pau Victor, and to Ferran Torres. But it's also football. Sometimes it's also a matter of mental and to show off to the opponent. So if you come to the second half with Lamine and Rafinha, you scare more than if you put anybody else. So I think that's also the point, of pointing them, and also because you also need those kind of players that they just come from nowhere and
exactly.
They make a
Who
great
create
goal,
something
assist or whatever.
Out of nowhere. Right, let's go to El Sadar. Pablo Walls, what do Barca need to change in this second half? We're going to ask the audience as well, which player would you like to see in the second half? Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Casado.
Well, I mean, to be fair, with the way things have gone, all 3 wouldn't be bad, would they? I mean, of course, all 3 of those players have been really key for Barca so far this season. I think the one I always go to is Lamine Yamal. I think you guys are right in saying that Barca are really missing Casado on the field today. And we know what Rafinha brings to the team, but when I watched that first half, it was so tricky for Barca to find any space, create any chances. That's what they need to do. Struggle to have any shots on target. So Lamine Yamal for me is the guy who creates everything for this team. We know it. Of course, he needs rest. He's got that today, but we're interested to see how many, if anyone comes on at half time. I can see players are out on the pitch now, the substitutes warming up a little bit, playing with the ball, but no sign of any imminent changes. The players are coming out after the second half. I won't be able to tell you then if it looks like we will have any half-time changes or not. As of now, I think I see that Hansy Flick is going to stay with the same 11 that he started in the first 45 minutes. I'll let you know if any of that changes in just a moment.
Thank you very much, Pablo. We'll see if there are any subs being made. Lamine Yamal warming up in this half-time break. So is Hansy Flick, so was Rafinha. I did do a head count, and it did seem like there will be no subs at half-time, but probably imminent. The changes will probably come imminently.
Also, we have to take into account we are seeing Pablo. It's really cold in El Sadar, so
Yeah.
I think they might need a little bit more of warm-up to just come in.
Right, well, the Osasuna players waiting to come back onto the pitch. Brian Zaragoza is one of the scorers there we're seeing on our screens. And, well, a bit controversial, Spence, that second goal.
I feel like you're teeing me up here to trigger me, because we watched the replay of it here on the screen. I went to a couple of social media platforms to get an idea of what it looked like, and
it looks like a foul.
It looks like it's a foul. If you're gonna call the one, you know, with Koundé, which you can say by the letter of the law that's a foul, and you can make that argument.
The one against Koundé, against
Rayo.
Yeah.
But there's no referee, no competent individual in their right mind can look at that play and go, it's not a foul, which then directly leads off of the turnover to Brian Zaragoza scoring that goal. It should be 1-0.
Paul Victor still asking the referee why that was not a foul, and I'll look forward to listening to Paul Victor, see what he has to say at the end of the game, if he does say anything. That is to say, no excuses, obviously. I mean,
no, of course.
Probably shouldn't have counted, but Barca weren't good in the first half.
You'd still be a goal down.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with Barca should be winning this game or not.
Right.
It's just about getting it right when it matters. And it seems like in this case they got it very, very, very wrong, because it was pretty clear and obvious error would be what I would say.
Well, I think so too. Right. Second half is about to start. Marcazador, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, all three of them warming up. We'll
Just
see
what we were asking
when,
for.
Exactly. We'll see when Hansy Flick decides to make the move. The ball is rolling, and here we go with the second half. Right, guys, I'd like some blue and red hearts right from the get-go in this second half. Some Blaugrana support. We need the best version out of everyone. Fans out of the players, out of everyone, out of Hansy Flick. So fill the chat with blue and red hearts. There we go.
Took time, eh?
There you go. Right, Pablo, we can confirm there have been no substitutions at half-time, so same 11.
That's absolutely right. No changes at half-time for Hansy Flick. What we can see, though, is those three that you've just mentioned, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and Marcazador, going through quite an intensive warm-up too to start this second half. So I wonder how long it will take before Hansy Flick moves the deck around. He was animated and pretty frustrated with how Barca went about their first half. And let's see the reaction from these 11 players, and then the substitutions may have to come into action.
Keep the blue and red hearts coming. Keep the support for Barca coming. We need to be supportive of this team, who, by the way, will end up top of the league anyway after this match day 8, win or lose or draw, right? Because we're 4 points ahead of them.
Hopefully with a win.
Yeah. Hopefully we
time.
win or we save a point. We'll see. Right, a long ball there, looking for the run of Zaragoza in behind Koundé. Brian Zaragoza, one of those players who gets a kick out of scoring against Barca.
Well, that's, you know, he scored, what was it, 17 seconds or 15 seconds into the game
last season, yeah.
Last year at Montjuic?
No, not Montjuic, in Los Carmenes.
Was that at Los Carmenes?
It was at Los Carmenes, 2-2 draw, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'd already moved by the time they came to Montjuic. Here's Paul Victor, a chance for Barca to run here. Ferran Torres, sliding tackle, couldn't keep the ball alive, possession alive, and Juan Cruz has gone down, and Juan Cruz seems to be injured, Pablo.
Yeah, he did go down in a heap. But from what I could see, I think Ferran got a bit of the ball. I could be completely wrong on that, because Juan Cruz has... it looked at him lifetime. It looked like Ferran did get the ball, but it may have been a follow. The referee hasn't given a foul. He just stopped. He just stopped the play. I wonder if you guys have seen a replay, but I've just had a paper airplane fly right on my head, by the way, so that's still carrying on there. But he's still on the floor, Juan Cruz, because the medical team are on to take care of him. I thought that got the ball in live time, and you guys can confirm that for me. But well, Vladimir is right now saying wait to the bench.
Are you on?
So I don't think there'll be a change.
Pablo, are you on Barca's side on their goal, attacking to their goal, or are you on the other side now?
We are now. So right now, Barca will be attacking towards me in this second half. So we've seen the Osasuna goals very up close, and the celebrations that came right next to us. So hopefully a change of fortune in the second half. We've now got Barca attacking the goal that we're behind. So hopefully we can almost urge the ball to the back of the net.
Very hard.
Yeah, that looked painful.
Who would you like to see in the second half, live chat? Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, or Cazorla? Who would you like to see? Let us know in the live chat. Who do you think might be the game changer? Danny Olmo on the Rayo de...
This appears to be, yeah, that. Show that.
It took me time.
Show this. There it is.
This one.
Me. Live chat going all of them. Let's see. Gerard Martin on the left. Inside pass to Pedri. Pedri finds Ferran Torres available. Ferran trying to get open. 1-2 with Koundé. One. Unable to keep the ball in the final third. Unable to get a quality look.
Osuna.
Garcia. Also trying to speed things up. Kubarsi. Martin into Pedri. Also playing in Osasuna's half. It's in that final third where there's a lot of traffic.
Yeah, there's
Osasuna
many,
defenders.
and with the time they will even go more back.
Gonna make it that much tougher to break this team down.
Probably they will introduce more defenders.
Oh, Pablo Torre fouled on the edge of the box. And this could be a chance for Lewandowski to take a free kick. And Levy has not had much of an opportunity to be on the finishing side of things in this game. So are we thinking Lewandowski for this free kick?
No reason why.
I would say Pablo Torre.
Pablo Torre there as well.
This is a lean forward.
Yeah, they're both over the ball here, so it's either going to be Pablo Torre or Lewandowski.
Good direction.
Let's see. Who's it going to be? Pablo Torre is going to walk away. So this has Levy's name all over it. Come on, Levy. We need a bit of magic here. Free kick by Lewandowski. Very cheekily looking for that top corner on the keeper's side. Not a bad attempt. Not a bad attempt. Close.
I'll do the Lamine hair readjustment. You know how he always like is readjusting his hair?
Like Rafa
But
Nadal
he
with
does
his
like
underwear?
this. Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Oh, you've never seen him
Every
serve?
time. Yeah.
I know he always does the thing with his
yeah, exactly.
wristbands.
And then it's the underwear.
Okay, fair enough.
Right, we're seeing more of Barca in possession. Let's see. Slowly. Start to find players in quality positions like this one now. Jules Koundé making the run forward. Can he get the ball inside? He cuts back. Koundé inside the box. Send it up. Levy. Oh! Sergio Herrera with the save. Now that's more like it. Now that is more like it. Barca in possession still. Feel it coming.
Good response.
Good response. Here's Koundé. By the way, how well did Koundé do there? Ferran Torres. Good pass by Pablo Torre. Back to Koundé. Passing the ball around. The inside pass by Pedri. Oh! I think that was Juan Cruz who got the final touch. Pablo Torre was waiting for the ball in behind. Osasuna have given it away. Gerard Martin wins it back.
Shot. I know.
Ooh.
Uy.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Paul Victor!
What?
Osasuna have messed it up, and Barca catch a lucky break here. Vamos!
Hey, the football gods are kind. The football gods know. The football gods know. They always know.
Vamos!
Let's go.
Paul Victor!
Hey, don't stop now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Don't stop now.
So important to get an early goal, and Osasuna have absolutely messed it up here. Sergio Herrera trying to play it quickly. Gerard Martin gets to the ball first as Sergio Herrera's running back. Paul Victor takes an awful shot, but it's so awful that it catches Sergio Herrera scrambling back.
Come on.
Vamos.
Come on.
And that is his first ever goal in La Liga. Not what he probably imagined and dreamed of, but Pablo Wolves, it counts anyway.
Wow, incredible passage of play we've just seen there. To be fair, Barca were building the pressure. We thought Lewandowski's chance was going to be the one that ended up in the back of the net. When it fell to Paul Victor there, though, I mean, he got his shot all wrong. And Barca are on the break again here, by the way. Well,
Here we go, here we go.
Didn't he, Paul Victor? But in the...
There it is.
Careful here we go,
Yep.
Pablo Torre. Koundé's out wide. Koundé can put the cross in, and that will be a corner kick. No, Sergio Herrera kept it in. Right, Pablo, keep going.
Yeah, I'll pick up again. I mean, when it fell to Paul Victor, it was a good chance because Herrera was obviously scrambling. He was the one who given it away with a bit of a poor ball up the back, in all truth, when Osasuna needed to calm it down. But the shot he gets wrong, Paul Victor, and it just squirms through Herrera, who afterwards was bashing his head against the post, by the way. He couldn't believe what he'd done. And it is a gift for Barca, it really is, but it's a huge gift and a massive goal in this game. And the Barca fans up to the top right corner where I'm sat are really enjoying this now. They found their voice again. And as you said, what a vital time to get the goal.
Right, I would like in the live chat, you know the emoji, the monkey emoji covering his eyes?
Yeah.
That's the one I would like, because Paul Victor, that's how he celebrated. He put his hands over his eyes. I think he couldn't believe his luck there, because not the best shot of Paul Victor's career, but
That's okay.
hey,
It's
we'll
okay.
take
It's just got to go in.
We'll
It's just
take
got to go
it.
in. That's the football gods, man. I'm telling you, that is the football gods smiling down on injustice.
Substitutions are going to be made here.
Oh, are we going to make the most of our momentum here? Here we go. Here we go. An opportunity. Loose ball inside the box. And it's cleared by the Osasuna defense.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Now Barca.
It's all happening here. But we've got the first change coming, or the first two changes coming for Barca. Rafinha and Lamine Yamal are going to be coming onto the pitch. Casado is still warming up, and now Balde is going to join him. But Rafinha and Lamine Yamal are coming on.
Imagine being Osasuna. You concede that goal, and now you see Rafinha and Lamine waiting up there.
Barca should be down by a goal. So this makes sense.
This makes sense right now, but now we have the momentum, and Hansy Flick, I would say 2-0 was maybe a bit of a long shot. Now with 2-1, you bring on Lamine Yamal, you bring on Rafinha, fresh legs against maybe a more tired Osasuna now, and that's a whole different situation.
It's what Pablo was saying. You get one in the first 5 or 10 minutes of the second half. Storyline shifts.
And it's all changed after half time. Here's Eddie Garcia. Also moving the ball around patiently. Inside pass to Pablo Torre, the turn.
Falta?
He goes down, no free kick, says the referee. Lamine Yamal and Rafinha ready to come on. Come on. There you go, there you go, there you go. They're getting ready. They're getting ready. Blue and red hearts for Rafinha and Lamine Yamal. Blue and red hearts on the live chat. If you like what you're seeing. Here we go, here we go.
Oh my God.
Building up. Gerard Martin inside. Long touch
Corner.
for Ferran Torres,
Corner,
and that will be
corner.
a...
That's a corner.
That will
Not
be a
for
goal
this
kick.
referee.
Right, Pablo, substitutions.
Substitutions coming up for Barca. Lamine Yamal and Rafinha coming on. I can tell you, by the way, Hector Fort, Inigo Martinez and Ansu Fati have joined Balde. and Marcasolo in warming up. There's a change for Osasuna 2, which maybe you can see better than me from far away. Ruben Garcia is on for Ruben Peña, so that's a change. Pau Victor is off for Barca, as is Ferran Torres, Pablo Torres. So Pau Victor and Pablo Torres are off for Lamine Yamal and Rafinha. So Ferran Torres stays off.
Okay.
Right, there we go. Round of applause. Round of applause for the players off and the players on. Round of applause on the live chat. Applause emojis. And I'm a bit surprised. I was quite liking what I was seeing from Pablo Torre. Lamine Yamal coming on.
Yeah, I guess Rafinha will take that spot.
Yeah. So I'm guessing, Pablo, that Lamine's going to the right, Rafinha in the middle, and Ferran on the left?
Yes. Yeah, so at the moment, Lamine has gone to the right-hand side.
Careful here. There's a player who's gone down inside the box. No penalty call.
Stop it.
Recovers.
So at the moment,
Osasuna.
Lamine Yamal has gone to the right, Rafinha to the middle, Ferran Torres to the left, behind Lewandowski.
Okay. Barca needs to clear this situation. Juan Cruz up in the air. Goal kick. Right. It's a whole different situation right now, as we see there.
No, and the attitude of this second half, we have really seen Barca in this second half.
Yep. Big response.
Yeah.
Big necessary response.
Like the pressure we had, Flick is always talking about, like the way the team were connecting, the ball it's moving fast. Is there?
Please stop throwing things onto the pitch. Thank you.
That is what the referee is telling the Osasuna delegate there. What will the score be at the end of the game? 2-1, 2-3-2. I'm feeling like we can turn this one around now.
I think we can turn it around.
I think we can turn it around now.
They're motivated.
Option 3. I'm feeling like option 3. Are we feeling optimistic? Option 3. Come on, live chat. Let's trust Barca.
I'm doing the Lamine, but the final score.
But that's three.
It's a heavy challenge on the Barca player. It's through ball to Ferran Torres. Can he get around Sergio Herrera? No. Sergio Herrera very quick to get out of the box to clear that one.
Careful,
and now careful with the run of Budimir, who was offside.
What are we doing? Yellow card?
Is there going to be a yellow card? For who? For Ibanez. Pablo.
That's another Pablo.
Yeah, yellow card for Ibanez.
Careful here, because Budimir has managed to pick up the ball, making the run forward. Osasuna trying to build here.
Offside.
Budimir, in comes Koundé with the challenge. Got the ball first.
Can we stop flopping? Can we just play football, please?
And Barca had the game in a situation that we liked.
Yeah.
Just 3 minutes ago. And surprisingly enough, the substitutions seem to have taken Barca's momentum away.
Stop it. There's no...
There's absolutely no.
And I like Ante.
And there was offside before that.
There you go. There you go.
Quick recovery. Barca, I think they're trying to rush things a little bit. Yeah. Which is understandable, but hey, there's half an hour left.
They felt the momentum of the first goal, and now you get some of the substitutes out there. You want them to run, but yeah, do what you've been doing.
We're trying to play the outlet pass quickly, and then no one's going for it. Careful here, because Gerard Martin's alone in front of Zaragoza and in front of Aymar Oroz. Here is Zaragoza trying to get around Gerard Martin.
Stop it.
There's nothing there.
But that's yellow card for the guy that's
Careful
going
there.
to
You never clear the ball out into the center of the fold. Oof. Barca let off the hook there by Budimir, but that was a bad clearance.
Nothing.
Like, just because he's in the box, he decides falling down is the solution.
You never clear the ball into that position.
Yeah.
Budimir. Giving Barca another lifeline. Now here's Pedri playing it long. Once again, we're rushing things. Through ball. Dominguez will get there first.
We haven't had much ball since.
But every time we pick it up, we try
here
to
we
play
go.
very direct. Once again here.
It's okay.
Calm
it's all right.
down, calm
go.
down.
There you go.
I think it needs to be the strikers as well who need to maybe stop making those direct runs. Just allow the team to build. Get yourself into those kinds of positions. But then not
I
get the ball
understand
away.
why they do it, because they saw that Osasuna was defended quite close and you have to run a little bit to break that, but they are rushing it too much.
63 minutes. And, Osasuna gotten themselves back into a comfortable position in this game. Here's Pedri, protecting the ball on the left-hand side. Grabbed by Ibanez, and that's a foul on Pedri, clear foul.
I still feel good about this right now, I have to say.
Well, right, we've scored 2 goals at this stadium in the past 5 years. Can we make it 6?
In every game.
In every game, yeah. We're yet to see Lamine Yamal do something.
I
Yeah,
need
we
you to be
haven't
ready.
seen.
I need you ready. I need you on it today. There it is. That's the one.
64th minute. Come on, Pedri.
That's good
Little
defense.
weak touch there. Good
No.
defense by Osasuna. And they are making a run for it. Here is Brian Zaragoza. He's going to take on Gerard Martin. Brian Zaragoza, inside cross,
That
low
was-
cross, looking for Budimir. That was dangerous.
That was
Bit
really
too
well
long.
defended by Osasuna. Usually Barca, when they sort of knock it around the outside of the block, there's enough time for, I think it was Ferran who lost the ball there.
Yeah.
There's enough time for him to think and turn and then make the pass to the wing. But the wing defender closed him down and nobody shouted. And Ferran had no idea.
I think Gerard Martin is starting to suffer a little bit more in the second half with Brian Zaragoza switching position.
Well, Balde was warming
Yeah.
up, right, Pablo? Well, careful here, because Pedri was looking to make a run forward.
No, Lamine.
Get a little Lamine in our lives, please.
Let's see. It was Lamine, sorry, yeah, it was Lamine. Pablo, who's warming up, and is there any indication that Hansy Flick might make some more substitutions?
As of now,
Careful,
Oh,
Ferran Torres gets
oh.
open. Ferran Torres inside the Ferran! Denied by Sergio Herrera, just as he'd done everything perfect.
Oh, I was there.
Oh, what a goal that would have been.
Oh.
What a goal that would have been. So close.
oh wow, wow,
So
wow,
close.
wow.
Good. This is good.
Sorry.
This is good.
Sorry,
Ah,
I cut off because I understand there's a bit of delay and I don't want to spoil any chances. So when I saw Ferran in on goal, I left you guys
Yep.
to it. I can
Yep.
tell you now, Marc Casado and Alejandro Balde have gone back to the bench. They'll both be coming on for Barca very shortly. Still warming up is Inigo Martinez, Hector Fort and Ansu Fati. But Alejandro Balde and Marc Casado are preparing to come on for Barca.
Okay, I think we need a bit of Cazador energy in
Yeah.
here. Careful. Ferran Torres. Lewandowski,
Ay,
that touch is a bit
see?
too long, or maybe not. Inside cross.
corner.
And
Corner.
it's a corner kick.
Yeah,
Come on.
Come
let's-
on. Come
let's stop.
on.
Come on.
corner is that.
Yeah, go ahead. Do what you need to do. Good.
Right. Incoming cross. Oh, what a see was so close. Now Osasuna trying to run out. It's a counter attack.
Someone commit a foul.
Someone
or
needs
something.
to interrupt this. Brian Zaragoza, Areso with the low cross and
Well defended,
came
Koundé.
Good recovery.
Well
Round of
defended.
applause for Koundé. So close. Past a bit exposed there on the counter attack.
Even when you take risks.
That was the
Ferran
Ferran Torres
chance.
goal. It was
Ah, that's such bad
Yeah.
luck. He did everything right,
Yeah.
man.
that was a
And
good save.
for a guy who just needs a goal, that's such bad luck because he really did everything right.
It's a good save by Herrera, though. Ball up in the air. And, can someone just,
bring the ball under
bring the
control,
ball down?
Please? Just get
the
the
ball down,
okay.
control it. No. Now Eddie Garcia decides it's a good idea to loop it up in the air, but Barcelon's giving it away. Osasuna have a chance to attack. Ball off of Kunde, and that will be a corner kick to Osasuna. 68th minute. Come on, come on. Need some Lamine magic in this game. Corner kick to Osasuna.
First things first. Fun. Yep. You go.
Ball away to Lamine Yamal, who's being grabbed. That should be a yellow card. That is the yellow card. Zaragoza doing well to interrupt the Barca counter-attack.
Here we go.
Go for it, Pablo.
We're gonna have the Barca changes. Robert Lewandowski is going to come off here, as is Gerard Martin. So maybe that's a surprise. Lewandowski off for Marc Casador. So a reshuffle as Alejandro Valde, the like-for-like change then with Gerard Martin. That means Ferran Torres will go up front, Rafinha will come to the left, Lamine will keep to the right, Casador and Eric Garcia will be behind Pedri.
And Ferran Torres was doing great in the second half.
Well, he's getting his chance.
Yeah.
So you can't deny that. I mean, he's had good and bad moments in this game so far, so he's going to get another one.
Here we go, Rafinha inside. Oof. The run had been made. Easy. Lamine Yamal trying to drive the ball away from Juan Cruz. By Rafinha, Ferran Torres, swarmed by players. Casador and Pedri trying to recover, unsuccessful. And Osasuna get themselves out of a
Balde's fresh.
And there, Balde outrun right now by Areso. Chance for Budimir, and that will be a penalty.
And a red card
at the back, and yellow card shown there. And I think Sergio Dominguez might have been let off the hook there because he was the last defender.
But I think right now when it's penalty, they cannot take red card.
Exactly. If it's a penalty, I don't think they can.
Sergio
Dominguez gambles there, trying to clear away the ball, but doesn't touch it. Budimir gets in ahead, and it's a penalty. And right now, when Barca looked like they were at their best. Let's see. Can Iñaki Peña save it? Can Iñaki Peña deny Budimir?
Already scored from the spot this year.
Let's see. Budimir is going to take it. Iñaki, come on, Iñaki, come on, Iñaki. Budimir with his left, and he's put it into the back of the net. 3-1 Osasuna. Worst time possible. Just when it looked like Barca had something going here, he got caught out in space. Penalty, and Budimir scores his second.
Man, bad luck.
Right, well, 18 minutes remaining. Can we score two? Save a point.
Perfectly placed penalty. You're not stopping that.
It's a well-placed penalty. Iñaki Peña can get to it. Pablo, what was the reaction from the Barca bench?
Well, first of all, devastation. I think everyone perplexed that the penalty was given. Like you said, it's come out of nowhere, really. It felt as though Barca were building as if the second goal would eventually come. Substitutions and reinforce this Barca team. The bench in disbelief, all of them retreated to their seats, really. I think disbelief is the word here, because it really felt as though Barca were building to get their second. In the end, to be pegged back by a penalty. They were caught on the break, really, a ball in behind. Valde couldn't keep up with his runner, and in the end, Sergio Dominguez forced into making a foul. And well, Iñaki Peña guessed right, but perfectly placed penalty from Budimir. Now, a massive task awaits Barca. It was a tricky one already. They're going to need at least 2 goals to level this one up.
Right, well, concentration, stick to the plan, stick to the Flick style. Let's go for that 3-all. Got time. Here's Cazador, long ball inside the box. Koundé hustling for it, and I think we're going to see a lot of that now. Every time there's minor contact, an Osasuna player collapsing there to the ground. Hand on the back of his head.
That's the other football.
But see, I'm not a fan of that long ball played by Cazador. Calm. It's not the way we've.
But
it's not the way we've played all throughout the season. It's going to be a triple substitution for Osasuna.
He went to the right place in Iñaki Peña, but it was well placed.
Spence, I think it may be time to. Might be time to get rid of it. Worked for a while. Right, 15 minutes. Come on. There's time.
It's just one. 1-2.
One. Get them all jittery.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
There's time.
There is.
Time there is. Whether it will happen or not is another thing. But right, here's Cazador. Alde on the left. Here's Kubarsi. Moving the ball around in Osasuna's half. Come on. Alde. Cazador made the run. Balde break free. Too long of a touch. And Osasuna have been very intense in every duel, every challenge today. That will be a goal kick to the home side.
How many substitutions was now? One?
Pablo, Barca have one sub left to make, yes?
Barca brought on, one sub to left to make. They brought on Balde, Cazador, Ferran and Lamin. Ansu Fati, Hector Porto, Inigo Martinez are still warming up, but it's time for Osasuna to make changes here. Budimir and Brian Zaragoza, I think, coming up, or maybe not Brian Zaragoza, rather, apologies. Oh, no, Brian is off the pitch, that's correct. Brian Zaragoza and Budimir are coming off here for Osasuna. They're going to shuffle the deck around. Chance here for Budimir's name. 2 goals for him today. But yeah, 1 sub left for Barca to make. So we'll see who Hansy Flick decides to come on. Maybe it's Ansu Fati's first minutes in La Liga this season.
Well, we need anyone who can score a goal.
Yeah. And it's a special stadium for Ansu, so
True.
that can also bring him back.
I'd probably take the gamble, see how it goes. Necker came out of the box, trying to clear the ball. Balde pushed from behind. And
Ante Budimir entered this game as in a tie for second place as Osasuna's all-time leading goal scorer in the top flight.
So now he is the...
2 more today. He's in the second. I want to say he's 11 or so behind the all-time lead. He's got 48 now.
But too ambitious.
The intention was good.
The intention was good. But Barca trying to skip too many lines in just one pass. That's what I've seen today.
It's the rush of having the result. Depends.
Incoming pass by Erika. Oh, that was a great pass. But Koundé, who is not a forward, was unable to control that one.
Yeah, I don't know what you do there. You can't really take it first time.
Yeah. Oh, you have to control it.
You do what Koundé tried to do.
Yeah.
And was unsuccessful at doing. Alde with the headed pass to Pedri. Pedri. Grab. Do you believe, live chat? Do you believe?
I mean, you get one, and maybe
one before the final 5 minutes, one before the 85th minute.
Yeah, but Osasuna seem to
Give
have
yourself
this...
a chance to dream here. Now Osasuna out in space, and this is a good chance for them. Oof, good defending, good trailing back by Eric Garcia. And that is a chance wasted there by Osasuna. I think he had too much time to think there, basically. The corner kick to Osasuna.
We'll come back to it in a couple of minutes when they take it.
Yeah. Espn, who had the opportunity. He himself is going to swing in the ball. And it's out for a throw-in.
Well, that's going to be the fifth and final substitution for Barca because Hansy Flick has gone back to the bench. He's going to be coming on for Barca. Fifth and final sub will be Hansy Flick.
Okay.
All
right.
Okay.
I like that ambitious.
I like it. Get a player on who knows what it is to score in this stadium. Maybe he can get on the finishing side or something.
Unless you want another attacker out there.
Careful here, the chance for Osasuna. That volley didn't go all that well for Lucas Torro. And it was offside anyway. Final 10 minutes.
Let's go. One Hansy goal. Lamin
and Pim Pam 1 point.
Did we sign a point today?
Yeah, wow, totally. Now.
I would take a point.
I would totally take a point. Again,
that's a good ball.
Here, the long ball, and that will be a corner kick for Barca. Espn quickly moving there to get to the corner, and Hansy Flick getting ready to come on. Wants to take the corner quickly here. Incoming cross blocked. Another cross inside, loose ball, pinball, and will win it back through Balde. What, you were saying something, Pablo?
I think he was.
Well, no, Eddie. I mean, Hansy Flick just getting final instructions on the bench. I'm sure he'll come on next time the ball is out of play. Well, Barcelona are going to get a free kick here out of nowhere, actually, from the referee. So Hansy Flick may be coming on in just a moment. It depends if Barca take it quickly or not, and we'll see who he comes on for in just a moment.
I'd guess maybe Ferran Torres and go right up front.
Yeah.
Ansu getting ready. Come on, some love for Hansy Flick. Get the best out of Ansu again. Here's a long pass straight into the hands of Sip. But why do we keep doing that?
Well, they're seeing spaces. Like, it's a couple of times it's worked. The Koundé pass over the top work.
Yeah, that's not how we've been successful all season long. That's just trying to rush things. And Espn picks it up. Barca will have to start from behind. The clock is ticking and time is running out. Again, a long ball, but see. Just rushing things way too much in this game. Peña, Balde in front of him. There's Areso trying to get in. Barca will recover. Good situation here. Careful, 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 because Peña has it. An opportunity here, and oof, this one's wide. Raúl Garcia there with the chance. Sergio Dominguez has cramps.
That might change the plan.
Could that change the plan? Pablo, what's going on?
Well, we'll have a look now because, of course, we just had the attendance of 22,322 fans in El Salar today. As Osasuna themselves actually are going to be making a change. Let's have a look if it has changed the plan. As of now, I'm not so sure it has. We're not going to get the sub yet for this corner. Although Juan Cruz, who's been very good for Osasuna at left back today, is departing. Well, in fact, it has changed the plan because there's no more Hansy Flick as Hector Fort is going to be coming on instead.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Cha.
That's
an absolute shame.
Adding insult to more insult.
Right.
It was the right moment for Hansy Flick.
It felt like it was a good moment. See if we could get a goal out of nowhere, a moment of genius, and that would be very frustrating for Hansy Flick, I imagine.
Even if it's just 10 minutes.
It is a frustrating moment for Hansy Flick. We're going to have the sub now. It is Sergio Dominguez. He went down with the cramp a moment ago. He's jogging off the pitch now. Hector Fort is on for him. Hansy Flick came over to Hansy Flick and gave him a big hug and said, "I'm sorry, but you can't come on now because we need to make a sub in defence."
And I'm sure he'll understand. But, yeah, frustrating times for Hansy Flick. We'll have to wait and see if he can play on Tuesday. And, of course, they, quickly have to flip the switch heading into Tuesday. And Osasuna scored the fourth goal. And that is it. Out of nowhere, the fourth goal. Quite a cracker of a goal. And the first big defeat of the season for Barca and Hansy Flick Bretones with the goal. And a bit of a nightmare of a night for Barca. Top of a clearance. Also tried to run out quickly. Lamine Yamal, but Bretones takes the ball away from him and connects a left-footed volley.
You know, it's almost better that this game ended with a 3-goal margin because now we don't have to talk about the other stuff that happened in the first half that we didn't like.
True.
If we lose this game by 1 goal, you're all of a sudden you're like, oh, there's no doubt today.
And it was not a good pass game.
No.
A good pass game.
And it's weird because it felt that there was the momentum, and it feels like the
10 minutes.
It's the substitutions that just broke that momentum. It feels like that. It's probably not like that because it's good players at the enter, of course.
Yeah. I see what you're saying there.
Right.
All right, well, now this game can just end.
Yeah. I feel like that would be important. Move on to Tuesday. Which is important.
Yeah,
it's our first Champions League game. And it's important to get morale back up. Playing at home. We need our first Champions League win of the season. Here's Cazador with the shot. And that is wide.
The goal that you scored in this game didn't really come from a traditional setup.
I would say that weirdly enough, the substitutions ended with Barca's momentum.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I
think everybody's in the
Yeah.
middle. Yeah.
It is weird, as you said, because it was Lamine and Rafinha coming in, but
Yeah.
it felt it was right there.
It felt like the right thing to do, but somehow Barca did not benefit from it. Right.
Also, like I think when you take risks, then you concede more goals because you have to rush for that goal. And I think overall Barca hasn't had the control of this game.
No, like seeing it there on the ground, Pablo, Barca were never in control of this game. I felt things were just a little bit too rushed, too many long passes, trying to get from point A to point D without going through point B and C.
Yeah. I think Osasuna have been the better team, and by a distance in this one, actually. It's been a thoroughly deserved victory for them and a huge victory for them. There was that moment at the start of the second half when it looked like Barca had woken up, but I think you're right. Like, then we made the subs of Lamine and Rafinha, and you're probably thinking Barca will kick on from here. They just didn't. They just didn't ever get into that groove again, really. And from there, Osasuna have felt comfortable again. They haven't really had to deal with much coming their way. And, well, Barca, well, they're going to have to just swallow this defeat. It's the first of the season in the league, and they're going to have to accept it now and just sweep under the rug and move on now, of course. There were a lot of rotations before the game, and that's happened before, and Barca have been fine, but maybe this was a step too far.
Here is the opportunity. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Lamine Yamal. Vamos, Lamine.
Applaud that one. Wow.
Lamine Yamal with the goal. Wow.
Outside the box? Come on. Okay, there's one.
Bit too late, maybe, but Lamine Yamal.
It's just so good.
At least Lamine Yamal there, keeping the run of games scoring 2 goals at El Sadar going. And he's won it back here. All of a sudden, now Barca have the energy.
How much added time?
It's a little too little, a little too late, I think.
A little too late.
But
Pablo, how much added time are we going to get?
I'm just keeping my eye on the fourth official right now, who's about to lift up his board into the area. He's lifted up 7 additional minutes. 7 minutes by the time.
That's time.
If we do
That is
this
time.
one fast,
Time is a construct.
And Barca have a corner kick. No.
Lamine has decided this is not done.
No way.
Is this done? Or is it not? Here he is again. Lamine. Shot by Lamine. Blocked.
Corner.
Now the corner. Are we done with this game? Are we done with this game? Do you think so? Seems like there's very little time, but weirder things have happened in football. Right, corner kick. Incoming cross to no man's land. Come on. 1 goal now.
Yeah, if you do this rush, at least you make them suffer and doubt.
Lamine. Gonna drive inside. Lamine trying to get around the defender. Unable to. Barca do recover possession though. And ticking 6 minutes now.
They've played really good football for like 50 minutes today.
Coming across and Sergio Herrera keeps it in.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like the day. Doesn't feel like it, but I mean, who knows?
Now we have a Lamine goal in the new third kit.
It's a shame that that goal will be mostly forgotten.
I'm not going to forget it. That was really sweet.
Yeah, but like,
yes, in the context of the game, it doesn't mean anything.
Goals in defeats hardly ever get remembered all that much. See.
But goals in comebacks do.
Yeah.
Goals in comebacks do. Hang on.
Imagine.
Could you imagine? It is Lamine Yamal.
Lamine had 3.
Lamine looking for the inside pass. And goes over. Very cool for the foul. Reaction coming a bit too late, Pablo.
Yeah, just a tad too late now for Barca. They're huffing and puffing in the final minutes here, but nothing quite giving. Osasuna now, of course, defending very deep as you'd expect. There's very, very little spaces, and I mean it's trying to just get a yard or half a yard of space, but it keeps getting thwarted by the defence. And the more free kicks that like this that Osasuna win will be the better for them. But look, 4 minutes left of additional time. I mean, it would be the greatest escape of ever for Barca, but as of now, nothing doing.
Do you see what they got pulled for just before?
Was it a little stomp?
Slightest of stomps.
Yeah.
From our team.
He must have big feet.
Yeah.
For the foul.
Yeah. Yeah. Little stomp on the tip of the boot.
I mean,
3 minutes and a half remaining.
If we score the first.
This has been an interesting game.
Well, interesting is a word.
Frustrating.
Ball by Koundé. Herrera off his line again. And he's been very good at that.
Yeah.
He's done that well a few times in this game. Now Balde wins it back.
It's nothing. No?
I wish we played like another 45 minutes of this game.
Yeah, always plenty.
Really? You want to see more of this?
I don't know. They just at least they get to turn around quickly and play on Tuesday.
True. Well, at least Barca are going down fighting a bit too late, but trying to get something going here. Lamine Yamal goes over. Lamine Yamal knocked over inside the box, and
I
well,
want a replay.
There's a 1-2, which is interesting. Rafinha. All the Barca players seem to be on the right flank here. Pedri. Twist and turn. Eddie. Low cross inside. The clearance up in the air.
Are they going to check now the penalty?
Yeah, probably not.
Grabbing.
I mean, he's given a yellow card to Pedri for complaining. I'm not sure why they've not given a penalty. From where I was sat, it looked like Lamine was thrown into the box. I'm not going to lie. I think it looked like a clear foul from where I was sat, but nothing given. And in the end, a yellow card to Pedri for protesting. And now Guillermo Cuadra Fernandez is going to have a word with players hustling from the corner.
Well, I think Lamine Yamal felt the contact and let himself.
I think there was mutual contact, so that you're not going to.
Okay. Here's Lamine with the cross inside at the far post. Oh, what a save by Sergio Herrera, who, by the way, has made a couple of good saves in this game. One for Ferran Torres. I didn't see who got the header there, but yeah. And the Lewandowski one in the lead up to the Paul Victor goal.
And the way Barca is looking for Lamine.
Lamine with the shot. Oh, no. Oh, it was Rafinha. Sorry, it was Rafinha. Rafinha on the right hand side.
All right, boys and girls, it's been fun.
And that header was Ferran Torres.
No, he didn't
hit
save.
the post. Hit the post.
Ah.
Right, Pablo, final thoughts, and off you go to the post-game interviews.
Yeah, it'll be intriguing to see how the players and, of course, Mr. Hansy Flick react to this one. Of course, the first league defeat of the season just wasn't to be today. I think Osasuna came out firing from minute one, and, well, a deserved win for them in all truth. We'll see you very shortly for their post-match reaction and interviews.
Okay, thank you very much, Pablo. Final seconds of this game. And there you go. That is the first league defeat of the season for Barca. We couldn't make it a perfect 8 out of 8. The run ends here. Osasuna 4, Barca 2 in what was not the best of performances from Barca tonight, guys.
No, not much else that we need to add on to that. Just a lot of things felt wrong about this game.
I think like the rotations and what happened in the first half affected to what happened in the second half. And the team reacted, but it was too late. It was maybe the last 5 minutes that we've seen the Barca we would like to see. Some days you lose, and this was a day, and luckily we have another chance on the Champions League on Tuesday.
Right, well, we're going to take a quick break to gather our thoughts, and we'll be back with the post-game show reactions if you want to hear what the players and our head coach Hansy Flick have to say. Also the highlights of this game coming to you in just a couple of minutes. Well, it was not to be tonight. Barca couldn't make it a perfect 8 out of 8 in this start of La Liga. The first defeat of the season came at El Sadar, 4-2 to Osasuna. 2 goals by Budimir, 1 by Zaragoza and 1 by Bretones. Made it the first defeat of the season for Hansy Flick and his men. A game in which Barca suffered, a game in which Osasuna out-energized, outrun Barca, won most of their duels, and I would say Spencer Siegel, Irati Vidal, Osasuna the fair winners. Yeah?
Yeah, I agree.
Do you need more from us?
Maybe a little bit more.
Okay,
no, obviously, what comes to your mind first after those 97 minutes?
There's a lot of weirdness in that game that just from start to finish, really. Barca looked a little flat in the first half. We haven't seen that. We looked for a response. We got a response in the early portion of the second half. And then I think everybody would agree, you expect the substitutions to come on and make a positive impact, especially the players who were coming on, Rafinha, Lamine, and as we talked about, it sort of had the opposite effect a little bit. So a weird game in general that if it were me, I would just, you know, take to the toilet, I would press flush, and I would move on.
I don't know what the it is, but Barca didn't have it.
No, I think it was all from the beginning. Like, we didn't see Barca. Like, we were saying Barca players with Barca kids, but we didn't see the sense of the team in the first half. A little bit in the second half with that high pressure that we were missing in the first, but it just everything broke with the substitutions, because I felt they needed that adaptation time that they didn't have, and maybe the reaction was too late because we were already losing. I think we suffer a lot in defense with those long balls and also the energy of Osasuna. We have to remind that Barca was doing rotations and Osasuna was with the starting 11, with the willing of continue not losing at Sadar, with will continue today. So that kind of attitude also made a difference, I think, there.
I also don't forget that this game in particular, Barca came out with all of those changes, and Osasuna knew what Barca were going to be doing, and Barca the first 7 games, all right, we're going to play our game, we're going to knock it around the way Hansy wants us to, and Osasuna were ready for that, and Barca didn't have a response to it.
Obviously, some people may draw the conclusion today, hey, Hansy Flick made all those rotations and Osasuna benefited from it. I think that's opportunist. That's opportunist because it worked in Villarreal. Today it didn't, and sometimes it will and sometimes it won't work, but it's important to share out the minutes. It's important for Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, the likes of Cazador as well, to get their rest as well.
But I think it's also important. We have to remember that they are teenagers. Like, normally players, when they are in juvenil and they are in cadetes, they are not regular. They are under 21, and I think that regularity that one day might be the weird thing is Lamine, that he's always good, you know. But the other kids, it's normal that all the days they don't perform at their best because they are still learning.
Right, let's go to El Sadar with Pablo Walls. Pablo, obviously a night to forget. And it seems like Pablo wasn't ready for us. Okay, let's keep going. A game in which Barca didn't have it in the first half. The connections weren't there. The players up top were just finding it too hard to receive the ball, keep the ball when they received it. Osasuna were winning, it felt like, every duel. We saw very little of Lewandowski. We saw very little of Pau Victor. Ferran Torres wasn't able to get involved either. Pablo Torre trying to drop back and get things started, but it just wasn't happening.
You know what's funny though? Look at the scoreline. Look at the final score. Barca scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
I mean, in a different way today, but I was surprised to see Levy taken off that early. Maybe it's
But I think because the plan was to enter into Fatu in that spot, and then the injury of Sergi changed everything.
Yeah.
Well, it was still late in the game. We were still down. It felt like Osasuna scored their 3rd goal when at the worst time possible for Barca, when Barca were moving things forward, waiting for Lamine Yamal, waiting